Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tabletop Notch presents Bloody Be the Turnips. We've got our fourth chapter in the ongoing mystery of where is Deshi Bareem?
Where is this open at? Where's she go?
Oh, I know where she is. You guys don't know?
Wait, that's what we're trying to...
Yeah.
Wait, that's what we're doing?
Where is she?
I thought we were just trying to hassle the people.
Fuck whatever.
And there's been a lot of discussion. The detective board is being filled in, all the good stuff.
Really Pepe Sylvian is.
Yeah.
Shit.
I feel like I just, I have this up here. We can
Oh,
start
yeah.
bringing this
Go
up at the
for it, man.
beginning of the
Go for it, man.
streams, just to show it continues
look at
to
that.
grow.
That's how you know we're making progress.
Yep, it even has a little timeline at the bottom.
That timeline is very helpful. Oh, thanks.
Once again, if you need some help remembering or just want to follow along or piece it together yourself, check it out, the link in the Discord. You'll be able to view it there. But there's more to discover and more people to speak to. But before we get into that, where should we start?
Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live right now, twitch.tv/tabletopnotch. You're here, you're bidding, and you're gifting, and you're hyping, and we like that. There's a great way to help us, and it's being free and fun and fast. Twitch Prime Sub. You should do it. If you haven't done it, do it. If you have done it, it's probably time to do it again because you got to do it every 30 days. But we love that you're here live with us. This is the way that we like to do it. There's other ways to watch and listen, however. Tuesday, you can listen to a podcast. Friday, you can watch a vodcast on youtube.com/tabletopnotch. You'll get that early, though, if you support us in a couple of different ways, like Patreon or YouTube memberships. God, there was something else I was missing. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, it felt like you
Where
were building
Deshi
to
is?
something.
I was.
Where Deshi is?
No.
You were gonna tell us?
It was something important
Butt
or
joke.
witty,
Bark joke.
funny, witty.
69.
Free,
69. Funny,
fast.
funny.
It was something either funny or witty or insightful, and I don't know what it was.
Damn.
You got a solid 7 minutes.
All right, go ahead.
You know what is absolutely funny, witty, insightful, and very easy to remember, though? The name, Tabletop Notch. It's so catchy. It's so easy to commit to memory.
Very witty.
And you can look us up anywhere, all the major platforms, and give us a like and a follow, and come along for this journey.
Let's be real though, I stopped posting to like half of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Where are you most
I'm tired.
posting?
Honestly, I'm trying to start posting more to Patreon because they're doing like short
yes.
feed
Yeah.
stuff
Clips.
right now, and it's so much more fun than posting to
Patreon is-
any
yeah,
social
nice.
media, really.
Algorithms
You
are
have-
trash everywhere, so you may
Yes.
as well subscribe directly, even for free,
Yeah,
to
it
our
legit
Patreon.
only shows me what artists I follow and what those artists also like, and that's it.
Oh,
and it's
that's
super
nice.
lovely.
It's a nice place to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you want wholesome art project, Bone Dust, who did our last art, just joined there, and
yeah.
that artist was like, "I'm so glad to not be posting on Instagram."
So do you post our clips there too? Like
I've
vertical
started
stuff?
to a little bit. I don't want to like
cool.
spam it because nobody else that I follow is really doing video content. It's mostly
I
stuff.
want to be
not
the
even
first
know.
to spam it. I mean, I will,
Yeah.
but...
If you start doing it, I'll start doing it on my Patreon too, because I didn't even know this was a
Alright.
thing.
All right, yeah,
All right.
yeah. Follow Seaweed Brain too,
Vertical content coming to you.
or just horizontal. Fuck it.
Fuck vertical.
diagonal content.
Diagonal content. 3-dimensional.
Put on your glasses now. The Arrested Development, yeah.
3D. What about 4D?
Or
our
D.
favorite D.
D's
D's
nuts.
nuts. Yes.
No!
I thought we were.
Talon's
You were-
favorite D.
Oh, let's talk about my favorite D, well known amongst the studio members here, is discord.gg/tabletopnotch. And I always talk about the cool things that you can find there if you want to join. But this week, I actually want to flip it and just say how much I enjoy seeing you guys there. In the previous episode discussions, there's just been a lot of things about people saying,
There's so much.
like, I had to take some time away from Brunk Hollow, and then I caught up, but now it's so cool to be here with you guys live, and I'm so excited to follow along. And reading things like that is so fun to just see like people like, we're here with you, we're solving things with you, and that you guys are here and excited about it. So that's my favorite thing about the Discord, at least this week, is when I was like, I'm gonna talk about that.
Definitely exciting to see those people, and also we'll see if it plays out that way. But like, we love the idea of this campaign being, a series of cases. So if for whatever reason, aren't able to watch a
Miss a
few
case?
episodes, you miss a case, come for the next. You don't have to try and like be like, oh god, I gotta catch up on everything. Just hop in on the next case.
Because we certainly won't learn anything. We'll take no.
You guys are like done with that.
All right.
No lessons learned.
We're gonna burn our binders. Yeah.
Okay, so what is that?
Oh,
what is tickling my
your
leg?
It's Talon's fifth favorite D. Dismerch.
Oh,
Yeah.
All kinds of demerch.
God.
What can I?
Find it online. Tote bags, t-shirts, hats, mugs.
Anthony,
Those are
yeah,
safer.
right.
I was just
Throwing everything
getting
upside
Why
down.
are you
exaggerated.
throwing everything upside
Tracker.
down?
No, it's
The combat tracker
Accurate.
is like my favorite thing. I love that.
Couldn't tell if that was a Luca thing on purpose. Does it become a Luca thing?
Yeah. A Talon would never do that.
He likes to put the interviewer on edge by having to be like,
You're like, yeah, what is that? That's it. Get the upper
Hopefully
hand.
they'll just break their own necks. Just
I remembered the thing.
Oh, go for it then.
it's been a lot of hype.
his
for
favorite
this.
D.
Yeah, this better be good.
Funny, witty, and insightful.
It's Notch and Soda is all of those things. That's tonight. And if you use the Twitch Prime sub, or if you're on the Patreon, you will absolutely know about this, and you will learn about it because it's gonna be right in your face later tonight. It's Notch and Soda.
Yay.
Yeah, stick around. If you're gifted a sub, if you have a sub, Prime sub, any kind of sub, join us. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we always try to answer questions and talk to the chat, but if you have your own theories, I mean, as much as any other campaign, throw them in there. Unless it's all solved tonight. Maybe you guys wrap it up.
Yeah,
my God.
we even developed a
that's
couple
wide
of big swing theories after last
There
episode
was a
while we
couple
were all
big
trying to figure out what the hell we're doing wrong.
We think their heads just did that.
We think their heads just did that as one of our theories.
Yeah.
No joke, it's in my notes. Their heads just did that.
Yeah.
Just did that.
Yeah,
You know.
it's a new sort of parasite. Don't worry about it.
Those
But
are
yeah,
going
so
around.
stick around for Notch and Sodas, all that good stuff, all fun stuff. Let me see who I can thank. I saw, people are being so generous. Thank you guys so much. Yvonne resubscribed. Yvonne gave out 5 community subs. Mumbleweed resubscribed. Alan Fur gave out 5 community subs. Guys!
you.
Nice across 200 bits. Hopeful Optimist resubscribed. Insanely Flatulent 5 community subs. Yvonne did 200 bits. Bony Jabroni did 500 bits.
my
Thank
God.
you guys so very much.
Thank you. If you were gifted a sub, stick around.
Yeah, stick around.
Thank you.
Ask questions. Yay! Because to come up with something better, then their heads just did that.
Yeah. Or what were some of the others? Deshi's a slut theory. There's
Everyone was
She's a slut theory.
Run the train on Dashi.
Oh, were you not there for the Deshi's a slut theory?
No. What about Andrew's a slut theory?
Yep.
That's there too.
I think there was one that was everyone's a slut, but Deshi did it. That was another one.
Everybody in town is just.
That's
Sucking
what's
and
going
fucking.
on at Suds and
Yeah.
whatever.
yeah,
Yeah.
You clairvoyance and you're like,
Oh no!
oh!
No!
No, I hate that.
Damn.
Someone break my concentration.
11th is just a symbol of two people.
Stop it.
Okay.
Please stop.
Enough.
My favorite
Whatever that
section of
was.
we're standing.
Two people
Looking
standing
into each other's
with like
eyes.
69, but it's just 11. They're just like,
the old London Bridge with no bridge.
yep.
Oh my god. Please, Matt. Throw us something.
What do we do? We do a recap. We'll do last time on, and then we'll do the hype intro, and then we'll dive into chapter 4 of Bloody Be the Turnips. Here we go.
Previously on Bloody Be the Turnips.
Keep it moving at Barclays.
Do you have a log of what the other carriages were up to that night?
The couple that was headed back home, it was from a tavern that we picked them up.
If she made it 2 days prior, then only those 2 days are the amount of time that somebody could discover it, develop their plan, and change it with the phony carriage.
I'd like to talk to Old Man Ho.
Were you perhaps looking out and seeing a strange person dropping something into his bin?
Yeah, it was Jab.
Jeb.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Go get him.
Okay.
I'm Jab.
It was Bowden from nearby. He's pointing me in your direction. I was looking for a drink.
We've been given the go-ahead to reallocate some funds.
Oh, like for the aqueduct, you mean?
Yes.
When was that decided?
Earlier this week.
What were the top priorities now that these funds have freed up?
Some of the infrastructure in town. This would be a massive infusion of gold for the treasury. Her attacks mostly centered around the fact that there were still a lot of things around town that were in disrepair.
You think you'll run again?
I am running again. People of the 11th look out for each other. I believe that some of them came to make substantial donations on Mrs. Bream's behalf.
Was she often in correspondence with her friends from the garrison that had retired?
Sure. Some of them wrote her. She wrote some of them.
Well, I can think of 2 places of interest.
Hit me with them.
11th Garrison,
Yep.
Reservoir.
My suggestion would be to cross off any final T's of questioning this evening so that maybe first thing tomorrow morning we make our way to whatever further destination we have.
Agreed. To the fancy neighborhood?
To the fancy neighborhood.
Before we head right into where you guys are headed,
No way.
there's a couple things. Some things that were discussed in the last episode that I felt were reasonable things to revisit. First of all, the case file on Deshi Bream is not an exhaustive list of everyone that's been talked to, every lead that's been followed. It sort of bullet points the most pertinent things, the things they looked into the most, the things they felt were the strongest leads. However, you guys brought up some things that I felt would have been in the file for you to have. So I wanted to provide that for you. And the main one is the confirmed people that were Zone of Truth. There was a few people that were in the file, but there's a couple names on here that were not listed in the file.
Save us
This
some
is the
sending.
same list. You just
Yeah,
handed
it's the same.
2 of the
Yep.
same.
Would somebody care to read it out loud?
Yeah, feel free to.
Andrew Parim, husband. Aliastra, Ali Galloway, who we may or may not be seeing soon. Arturo Pittman.
Okay.
Aliastra Galloway's head of security.
Cool.
Who hosted the party. Jome Telemonte, who we spoke to, election runner-up, works at the council, or council member. Kimber Cominius, 4th place candidate in the election.
Why are you saying that name like it's the first time it's heard it?
The herbalist.
I'm just thinking straight to the 4th place. Why not?
Yeah.
The second. Well, I guess Jome was second. Runner-up. I'm an idiot. Junior Santos, outspoken critic of Mistress Policies. Louisa Allen, outspoken critic of Mistress Policies. Bryce Buckley, owner of local transit. Crosby Ort, one of Bryce Buckley's stable hands.
Oh, okay.
So you guys had mentioned that in the case file it said that like we zoned them, nothing there, referring to like people at the transport service. So it was not only Buckley, but maybe one of the kids.
No, so no thistle.
No thistle.
No thistle.
Yeah.
No
Third.
AIDS. No
No
AIDS
AIDS.
on here.
No thistle.
So those are the 9 that
No
were.
thistle.
No old man
AIDS.
hole.
That's
No
very
old man
helpful.
hole.
Thank you.
The other thing that I have, because I feel like there was some confusion over what exactly Andrew meant, he said that Allie had a number of letters that were correspondence between Deshi and some of her old 11th friends and other people, letters that he had already handed over to Goldpike. And there was some confusion as to whether that meant that those were still with Goldpike or with Foley or still at Andrew. The idea was that after Goldpike took a look at them and decided there wasn't much there, he handed them back to Andrew. But I watched it and I realized that that wasn't 100% clear, so we can say that before you guys left, you were able to take the letters with you. Now, these are not the letters themselves. This has a description of what's in the letters.
Okay.
But also, when he handed them to you in this sort of revisiting of what happened, it was like a nice big bundle. So it's a decent bit of correspondence. So, like, wait to read this until you like say that you sit down to read it, maybe tonight or whatever. Like
This
like,
isn't a skim. This is
yeah,
like-
I mean you could, but there's more information than just you would get from like walking from place to place. Like you should sit down and sift through and look through them. So
And these are between her and the. Is it specifically ex-garrison members?
It mentioned that there were some other letters, but
Okay.
most of the correspondence that she kept was between some of her old
11th
Nice.
Garrison.
Okay.
Benevolence.
So you guys have that to look over when you.
Abundance.
Well, I have nothing to do now.
House of
nothing to
Abundance,
do
Matthew Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
A gorgeous property on the southern end of town where the most condensed buildings start to disperse and turn into larger land holdings. Trimmed hedges, a trickling fountain, and a well-maintained garden organized into different styles and species of plant. These are all notable features of the property. As are the enormous bay windows on the north face of the residence, which allows natural light to flood in during the day and makes the lanterns inside sparkle with a beautiful sight at night. There's a sturdy fence that runs the perimeter of the state, but security maybe isn't as rigid as some other larger estates that you've seen in your time. As Detective Goldpike and Major Foley both mentioned, this isn't a town where violent crimes are at the forefront of people's minds, at least not until recently. The home itself is only 1 story tall, which is unusual for a place of this size. It's like very, very wide and long, but not as sort of built up. However, you can see that there's a notable roof deck on the sort of upper part of this 1 story building. It has some railings and there's a couple like tented sections. It looks like a great spot for hosting events. It's very possible that some of the fundraiser people sort of leaked upstairs during the event. So you guys are sort of approaching. Again, it's the evening at this point. It started, darkening sky. You can see the sparkling lanterns in the windows from a distance, so you're walking to the property at the moment. You haven't quite sort of breached the property.
Perhaps we lead with the idea that we are here partially because she will find out soon that we are here. And we thought, as one of her closest friends, it was only our duty to announce ourselves, and maybe we have a few extra questions.
You mean as to why we're showing up so late? Or
Yes.
in the evening? Okay. Okay.
Sounds fabulous.
This house is fabulous.
Yeah.
It's by far the nicest place you've seen in Humbor. And a couple of you didn't go all the way up to his house, but when Jome sort of said, "This is my street," you were able to kind of look up the street and see. And he had a nice house, but it wasn't nearly this expansive of a property. He had sort of a very fine, but
Have we been passing houses that are also like extremely nice or like this on the way here?
yes, this is the nicest one that you've seen on the way. But yeah, the properties are getting like larger and larger, and the houses are getting bigger and bigger the more you kind of move further and further to the kind of southeast.
It would appear there is a lot of gold in retiring from the military.
Well, also, her gathering of rare specimens to then sell. It sounds like that's where she made her fortune. Maybe I'll do that if this all falls through.
You think you're going to go out in the wilderness and start picking up plants?
Who knows at this point? Man, no, probably not.
Clean plants, baby.
Yeah.
To get someone to disinfect them in front of you.
That would be nice. Perhaps, if this all falls through, you can be the disinfectant for me.
I think I've got too much dirt under my fingernails for you.
Nah, you just keep the dirt over there and you walk 5 paces ahead and we'll be fine.
Why don't you get 5 paces out of my
All right. All right, here we go. I'll start walking.
Are you heading up to the door of the property there? You kind of walk through the front courtyard.
Yeah.
Give a knock on the door. The woman who answers the door is a tiefling, sort of pale pink skin color, and she has horns that kind of bend out from the forehead and then back in, almost like it's like a little halo that sits above her very full head of black hair. She forces a little smile when she sees you there, but she's obviously a little preoccupied, and for someone of obvious means, she's wearing a very plain robe, just kind of basic around the house attire, perhaps not expecting visitors, or perhaps just didn't care to dress up today. And she kind of gives you a quick once-over looking around and, oh good, more detectives. Everyone knows that when tragedy strikes, the best way to find out what happens is to disappear for a month and then come back. You must be from the OEI.
Astute as always. I'm Aliestra, I'm assuming?
That's correct.
Yes. Oh, it's great to finally make your acquaintance after we've read about you and heard a bit about you from Gold Pike.
I've read a little bit about you as well.
Ah, about me personally?
I recognize you from the papers in Dakota.
Well, I am happy that my reputation precedes me, perhaps. Perhaps. We should start with introductions. Luca Rysynthian, we're with the Imp Division, OEI.
I don't know what that is.
It's freshly new. We were sent here after Goldpike as a new team to help with cases, get a new fresh look on cases that have gone a little bit cold.
I see.
Breathe some life into them.
And you thought perhaps I could help you?
We thought it best to check in with those who knew Deshi best first thing, partially because you know her better than anybody, but also we didn't want you to hear that we were around without having come to check on you first.
Well, I have heard. You are aware that Detective Goldpike already spoke to me under a zone of truth, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Then come in. She lets you guys inside. You step inside, and it's sort of the inside of her estate is perhaps even more impressive than the exterior. There's these wide open rooms with very finely crafted furniture. There's an impressive dining area and a very centrally located courtyard where a little spiral staircase leads up to that kind of roof deck area. You get the sense that they're not always arranged this way, but you can look up to the sort of top area just from the inside, and you can see that there's chairs arranged sort of in a semicircular pattern just when you look up, and it's possible that that's remnants of the fundraiser that just haven't been put away. Sort of, it gives almost kind of an audience look where there's a spot for someone to speak, and then sort of chairs arranged in multiple semicircles in that way. And you can see that up through there because there's that kind of open skylight in the sort of central area of the roof. So, what can I tell you that you haven't already found in Detective Goldpike's file?
Well, like we've said to a handful of other folks in town as our first couple hours here, there might be some things we say that may be repetitive, that you may have already heard, just as we get our bearings and see if we can see anything in a new light, but as well as perhaps telling us a bit about your security detail. How many people do you employ? We heard that there's a head of your security. But...
That's correct, yes. I keep 5 regularly around, but there was more on the night of the fundraiser.
Hired by you personally, or?
Or recommended by Arturo.
Okay.
My head of security, who was also spoken to under a zone of truth, I believe.
Yes. Okay, fantastic to know. Is there any issue with perhaps having access to them if we come up with anything to talk with your security detail?
You'd probably find it most helpful to speak to Arturo. He knows what's going on at most times. But yes, you're free to speak with them as you wish.
All right. And on the night of the
disappearance,
how many would you say were working here?
10.
10. Okay, perfect.
Anyone new that you had never personally met before?
No one that I hadn't met on some occasion before, even if it was briefly. Working security details for other people in town. I'd rather have no security than security that I don't trust.
Was there a fear that something was going to happen at the fundraiser? Why?
No, there was just a lot of money there.
I see.
Do you often have fundraisers here?
It's extraordinarily rare, but Deshi is a good friend. Would you like to sit? Can I offer you something to drink?
A bit of water, if that's all right.
Sure.
I'm allowed 1 drink under social situations.
1 drink it is. Is wine all right? I have it open.
Sure.
She finds a bottle. It did look already open. She pours, and she had a glass that looked like it was already out. So she pours from the bottle to her own first, and then pours kind of a glass for Agent.
I believe she's asking for your name.
Oh, I missed that. I was listening to...
Sorry.
Karakinos. Nigel Karakinos.
Enjoy the wine, Agent Karakinos.
Thank you, Miss Galloway.
All right. Beyond the security, moving beyond that, I was just curious to find out, night of, when the carriage arrived that picked up Deshi that night, was there any sort of confusion or surprisal on her face upon it arriving that she wasn't expecting it at that time, maybe?
No, I wouldn't say so. In fact, I would say she seemed disappointed.
Because it seemed like the evening was ending.
I see.
We were having a nice time.
End the revelries.
Yeah.
Was sad.
How did the driver come to the door to alert her? Was it something you could see outside?
The driver pulled up just outside the gates. Now, normally they might come down to the door, however, we were up on the roof deck, and we were able to see the driver. We waved and said no need, and Deshi went down.
It was clear that was Deshi's carriage. Nobody else was waiting for anything around that time.
Everybody else was either already having left, or leaving together, or possibly staying the night. A couple of the people that were out of town stayed the night here.
So when Deshi left, nobody else went with her. She was the only person who left at that time.
No, they had carriages of their own, or they'd come from out of town, or like I said, they were staying the night.
And you were up here, so you would have seen anything that happened with any of the carriages from your position up here.
I would say that we were enjoying ourselves, and I'm sure somewhere in the file there were some inconsistencies. Drinking-related inconsistencies. However, yes, we were able to see the front from the roof deck. Nothing about the way that Deshi got into the carriage struck us as unusual at all.
We're, speaking of the drinking and the inconsistencies, we also saw that Junior Santos had a similar issue with recalling certain events. Did he get fairly drunk at the fundraiser?
He did after we made sure the security was on him. I don't know if you've heard, but after he interrupted Deshi's speech, we were planning to escort him out. Deshi said no, that he was allowed to stay, that she welcomed dissent. But we made sure that people were watching him just to make sure that he didn't do anything foolish. And since he had nothing else to do, I suppose he imbibed freely.
And with you being such a close friend of Deshi, did that seem unusual to you that she kept Junior around, or was that par for the course?
I don't know. I think she was making a point to make sure it seemed like she was open to all opinions. She did, after all, invite the other candidates to the fundraiser.
I was gonna say, is there anything from her saying that feels like something's being left out, that maybe there was something further with Junior?
Give me an insight check.
That's a nat 1.
Nothing that you can pick up on. What she's saying to you, part of the reason it's hard to pick up on is because it seems very... Rehearsed is the wrong word, but this seems like stuff she's gone through already. Like, she's already told this to several people, and she's reiterating it again, and she doesn't have a problem with that. But, like, because it's not like, she wasn't like, oh God, he asked me that question? I didn't expect that. Like, so far you've asked all questions that she probably has at least spoken to other people too on some level.
Okay.
Was the fundraiser an invite-only event?
It was, yes.
So she specifically invited Junior Santos.
It was open to anyone who showed up to some of the political debates. So in that way, I suppose it wasn't a personal invitation. But yes, you had to have shown yourself to be of interest to the political sphere.
So in the optics of keeping around Junior, I don't know, help me out. Is there someone particular that it seemed that she wanted to have seen handle him that way?
No, I think that because some of the fighting that came up during the election, a lot of criticism was brought up about the hard-headedness of the 11th Garrison, that they were stubborn, that they did things their own way, that they didn't listen to others. She did not wish to appear that way. I think she felt that and extending invitations to the other candidates was a way of showing we're open to new ideas.
Were you very closely involved as she started her political career? I know that was a fairly new thing for her.
When it seemed like Deshi had a very good chance of winning, that's when she approached me about possibly putting together some fundraisers and interest in the Aqueduct project.
How did you feel about her going into politics, about running for this position?
I think it's a natural fit for her. She's very well spoken, she's very well respected.
Did it seem... did that seem similarly rehearsed and casual there? All right. Let's go with this one. Okay. That's a 19.
19. Let me bring up your little light here. Nope. There it is.
No, I'm so nervous.
The music coming out of that moment.
Yeah.
Does the Leyo seem like they're being...
Let's check that one again.
Yee, pretty lady, pretty lady.
Coming up.
Leyo, I see your pulse in your
It
neck.
seems true. She seems very, like, that came out very easily.
Okay.
She seemed very easily sort of happy to speak on sort of positively about her friend Deshi.
You were obviously able to round up and make these connections in the time since you also retired with honors from the 11th.
That's correct.
Who preceded who was there with the 11th longer, you or Deshi?
Deshi served longer, and I was first to retire. Although the gap was not very long.
But I imagine you would have known the circumstances of her retirement.
Yes, by the time that I retired, I knew she was already considering it, if that's what you mean.
Andrew, we understand he was not at the event, and it was typical for him not to attend these sorts of things. How do you feel about that?
Doesn't matter to me. I don't think that he had an opinion really about it one way or another. He didn't feel like he had anything to add. He didn't feel like he needed to make a speech, so he didn't come.
He's more of an introverted type.
I would say that, yes.
Does she seem at all affected by his lack of presence?
If she did, she didn't mention it. It's not like he never came to anything. He came to a few of the debates, I think, but fundraising just not of interest to him, nor was it something that he felt like he could assist in.
What about smaller social gatherings, events? I mean, you are her best friend. Do you all spend much time together?
We do spend time together, and Andrew comes sometimes, yes. Not when we head over to the bar, but veterans only means veterans only.
Right. And since the disappearance of Deshi, how often have you seen Andrew?
A couple times.
Does his, obviously he's going through a hard time.
Yes,
Does
he
he-
is. I hope you did not exacerbate that condition.
No, only here to help.
Does he know that?
I hope so, and I hope our actions prove that further.
Tried to make it clear.
I only mean to say is, does anything beyond that feel odd about Andrew? Does the way, does it feel like he's acting irrationally about any sort of things, or he's just trying to cope as best he can?
No. It feels like he's looking for his wife.
Right. All right. Thank you.
Were you there when they got together? When they started to interact in the garrison days?
I knew him, yes. He was contracted to build some traps and watchtowers and other weapons.
Did he seem like a natural fit?
No, I wouldn't say so. Deshi was a little more boisterous, but opposites attract sometimes, I suppose.
I would love to also get a better sense of Deshi as a person and a personality from the person who knew her best besides Andrew.
She was fiery. She had a great deal of passion. People trusted her on the battlefield. That was perhaps most important. She was put in charge of a lot of forward scouting missions, which not everyone gets to do. After she retired, I thought she could go into any number of things. She was a natural leader, she was well-spoken. It doesn't surprise me that she found her way into politics.
Why do you think she never wound up going into a leadership position if you say she was a natural leader, if she had those qualities?
This came up during the election. I know this was a favorite drum of Mr. Talamonte's to bang. But Deshi liked to be on the front line. She liked to feel like she was protecting her fellow soldiers. When you're in a position of leadership, what you do is important, but you don't get your hands dirty. And I don't mean that in a violent way. I mean that you aren't there for your people when they need you in the moment.
Do you think this political career, do you think she was drawn to this because it in some way evoked that sense of getting her hands dirty in service of the people around her?
I do, yeah.
Had she taken poorly to retirement? Was she struggling in the years after leaving the military?
She talked to me a little bit. I know that she felt a little restless. She also came to me about possibly working for me. But even though I think she would be very good at that, gathering things from the mountains, she's certainly capable enough. It's a lonely job. You maybe go with one or two other people, But I think that public service fits her better, where she gets to feel like she's interacting with the people of her community.
That makes sense.
When you worked in the garrison, were you in a combative role as well?
I was for a while, yes.
What exactly did you do?
I was one of the combat medics. I went on with Deshi on a number of scouting missions. Sometimes I was needed more back at the encampment, if we'd just been through a scrape.
Speaking of scouting, we know some and most of what Officer Goldpike was able to get into. We know that Andrew has been diligently looking. I assume that more than anyone, the 11th Garrison would have a very good sense of the surrounding area of Homburg. Was there any attempts made for them to circle the city or find some of the corners that other people might not have after the disappearance?
In the early days of a disappearance, yes. Goldpike did request that people try to stay closer to town to avoid the implication that someone was out there doing something to cover something up. I would say that most people honored that request. But the 11th was keen to find her, at least for a while.
How long is a while?
When you're in the 11th, they teach you to very strongly look out for one another. However, if you know anyone in the military, or if you've ever served yourself, sometimes you have to cut your losses. It's in your blood. After a while, when Deshi wasn't found, it's not that they didn't want to find her, it's just that they assumed she was gone.
Do you feel they did everything they could have in that situation?
I think a lot of people were frustrated. They didn't know what they could do. People looked around the perimeter, even before the OEI came here, through the woods, through the forest. Nobody could find anything.
Did you feel there was anything that was missed, or is everything you could think of covered by...
I can't say there's anything that I feel like they missed, certainly nothing obvious. There was a man that I pointed the finger at right away, but he had a very good alibi.
Who would this happen to be?
There's a vagrant who wanders around town, likes to shoot his mouth off about the 11th. His name's Mr. Belgrim. I've heard him talk poorly of the 11th before, but that night and several other nights, in fact, it's quite common to find him there, he was in the militia jailhouse for drunken and disorderly conduct.
Well,
like I said, a strong alibi.
you can't have one more locked down than that. You hire people to go out into the mountains. This is a bit of change of tack, but you brought up potentially hiring Deshi. There are two other people connected to this case who have an herbalism background. I believe it's... one was Kimber. Did you ever hire her to go get plants for you, or is...
Kimber's more local.
Kimber's more local.
I also don't think that she has the physical skill to survive the mountains where these resources are found. You need to have a certain tenacity.
I see. Do you tend to only hire people who are from a military background because of that? Or-
Not exclusively, but it helps.
And what about Alicia?
I've never hired her either.
Any opinion on her physical capability?
I wouldn't know, honestly.
You just don't have much familiarity with her, I suppose.
I know of her, and obviously I've heard more about her since all of this happened, but no, I don't have an opinion on her.
That seems... I suppose that seems like she's not hiding anything there.
Is the app
I
working?
know. Hey, I think we just shut this light before we go. I know. Our cool light. Yeah.
Been explicitly trying to use it, and it's not.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I think it's-
Brand new light.
Who's got green?
Yeah, we'll do it at
on
the
there.
end.
I've got green.
I've got the red.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, just sign it.
Wow, he's
Oh,
drenched.
oh,
in
wow,
it.
that's
Drenched in it.
Just hold it like under his face, like campfire style?
These discussions about some of the people around town, they come very easily and freely to her. She has opinions on people, but she's not afraid to share them, and you don't get any sense of hostility or withholding on certainly any of the names that you brought up thus far.
I think throughout the course of the interrogation, Bete was sort of hovering like near the collection of chairs that you said were kind of like set up as maybe leftover from.
Well, those were upstairs. You could see them, audience chairs.
Okay.
I mean, there are couches and chairs around.
But like, I wanted the fundraiser specific.
Yeah, those look like they were up on the roof.
Is there like an obvious open staircase to go up, or
Yeah, in that central courtyard, there's a spiral staircase that goes up to the roof.
Is it an open one, or is there like a door to kind of access the roof?
It's open. Yeah, there's an open courtyard that leads up to the roof.
Sorry, so now that we're inside, we can't see that. That was
You're kind of in a little lounge area, and like just over to your right is that little mini courtyard with a skylight open. So if you like, you can like kind of look up there, but you can't get the best view. Yeah, that's where like the audience kind of seating is. Which you passed through there on your way to this seating area.
Would Bete be able to like kind of just sit and like be looking up at the stairs, like, you know, 1 foot up on the staircase a little bit, just kind of looking and listening to the interrogation?
Sure. Yeah. Wander a little bit. She keeps an eye on you, but she doesn't stop you.
Ms. Galloway, I'd love to talk a little bit more about your memory of the fundraiser. It sounds like things were a little bit scrambled for you. Would you be able to describe the extent of that?
I don't know how to compare it to whatever is in Goldpike's file. I have clear memories of most of the key events of the evening. There was a couple times where Goldpike asked, who was Deshi talking to during the fundraiser? I said one person, another person said another. It's possible she talked to both, and our timelines were simply mixed up. Is there something specific you're looking for?
Not anything.
Are you asking me to remember what I can't remember?
No, I'm more curious. Did this feel like a normal amount of blurriness for trying to recall an evening in your personal experience, or do you feel like you should have been able to recall a little bit more?
I feel that the amount of wine I drank was equally proportional to the amount of drunk I felt.
Does that seem true?
Give me an insight check. Red.
15.
15. You certainly don't pick up on any undue stress related to that comment.
Did you feel that the amount of wine you witnessed Deshi drink was equivalent to her being confused and potentially getting into a wrong carriage and a wrong driver she did not recognize?
I think that Deshi, even not at her full capacity, has a keen sense for danger that she has honed over many years. If there was something that struck her as concerning about the carriage, she would not have hesitated to shout or say so. She certainly didn't give any indication of that kind. I don't know that she expected to know who the driver was. If she had from Buckley, I don't know that she knows every single one of his drivers. So I don't know that she would have known to be worried.
And through the haze of the recollection, do you remember what color the carriage was?
Sort of a faded brown.
And of the inner circle who was still there at the time that she left, mostly Garrison affiliated?
Yes, but it was a mix. There was 5 others other than Deshi and myself who were invited to this after event. Or who stayed for the after event, anyway. There was 3 other service members of the 11th. Vada Davila, Michelle Pruitt, and Dylan McClure. We served with all 3 of them at some time or another. The 2 other attendants of this inner circle were a man named Corbin Sellers and a woman named Samantha Murillo.
The ones from the garrison make sense. Those are friends going back to the military days. Why were these other 2 locals invited?
Corbin's an animal breeder, and he owns much of the property that the aqueduct would need to cut through to go to the northeast and reach the reservoir. We would be purchasing a portion of his land, the town would be purchasing a portion of his land, so that the aqueduct could take a more direct route rather than have to work its way through the public land.
So that is part of the cost, is to purchase that land?
Yes, and Mr. Sellers was very open to that. He's an older gentleman, and he was happy to sort of retire and find a slightly smaller place if he felt like the town was offering him a fair price.
And may I ask, for Corbin, what kind of animals does he breed?
Cows, goats, sheep.
All right. Mostly the farmyard types. Okay.
And how about Samantha Murillo? What was her connection?
She's a wildlife expert. Deshi wanted her expertise on what kind of protections and fail-safes the aqueduct would need to discourage natural courses of sabotage from wildlife and animals.
Hutch,
Was this the topic of conversation for... I mean, it seems like this is quite the gathering of minds for this specific...
This was the largest fundraiser to date. The money that we raised proved that we were serious about the project. Deshi wanted to make sure that there were people there who were ready to get things rolling as soon as possible.
how much of the money was committed before the fundraiser itself? If the garrison members who donated came from out of town, surely they weren't just deciding at that moment.
Yes, we had an idea that they were making donations before they got there.
Was all the money collected here?
There were pledges in addition to physical donations.
Do you know at what time were the physical donations moved to I assume the treasury?
We have some of it still here, some of the money that came from Vada, Michelle, and Dylan. They came in carriages of their own because they were from out of town and they had lockboxes in the carriages, which they transferred to my basement, which has a number of safety protections.
And then they all headed home that evening?
The 3 of the former 11th, they all stayed here for the evening.
They stayed at your place?
Yes, they stayed here.
Did they have their own carriages to head home in the morning, or did they have to charter something?
Yes, no, they both parked both of their carriages to the side of the estate, and then they headed out in the morning.
And you said some of the money was still here. Oh, and the rest of the money was taken to the treasury.
The pledges and the smaller donations were put into collections which were taken to the treasury, yes.
When were they taken to the treasury?
I believe sometime the next day.
Was that Arturo who would have taken it?
He would have overseen the transfer, but I don't think he took it himself. That would have been someone from the treasury.
They assume does the treasury have its own carriage that they brought over here to pick it up?
They do, yes.
Excellent.
Sturdier, more secure carriages than transfer carriages.
Does it look notably different from the carriages that, say, Buckley would have around
It's
town?
certainly easy to see the treasury carriages, yes. They have a very large metal box on the back. You couldn't miss it.
And is that the same with Vada, Michelle, and Dylan's carriages? They all have lockboxes as well on the back?
They weren't as large because I don't believe they transfer in as great a quantity as the entire treasury itself. But yes, they had safety compartments on the back that were metal and locked.
Visible when looking down from above?
Yes, if you were looking for it.
How do you think those 3 are gonna feel once their money goes towards fixing infrastructure in the town rather than the aqueduct?
I don't know. I haven't quite spoken to them at length yet. I would imagine they're disappointed, as are we all.
You count yourself among them.
Yes, of course.
Disappointed.
I believed in the aqueduct project.
Does that seem true? Don't fuck me now. Ooh, it kind of fucked me now. It's a 9.
Nothing that you discern either way.
What business are Dylan, Michelle, and Vada in now?
Vada and Michelle are in shipping and security for shipping vessels in one of the nearby port cities. Dylan's a jeweler in Akota.
So for the jeweler, what, was he going to have special access to, do they mine for gemstones here?
There's some smaller mineral deposits, but Dylan was also a very, very good friend of Deshi's, and he was happy to contribute to the cause. I'm sure that you'll find, if you haven't already, that ex-11th members do not always feel obligated. They feel very much a kinship with their fellow warriors, happy to support each other in their endeavors.
Did any of them, when news came out that Deshi had gone missing, did any of them reach out or come back to assist in the search?
Yes, all 3 of them did, a few days later.
Were there other garrison members that didn't stay for the evening that came from out of town, or Were those all the ones that came from out of town? Those 3?
Any of the other former 11th live within town. Those are the only 3 from out of town that were coming to the fundraiser.
I see. So they for sure would be around here then.
And it was just those 3 that stayed with you that night, or was it all 5 of the...
Just the 3 X11.
And what time did they leave the next morning?
I don't know. I'd say 9 or 10 o'clock.
And just to double check, the carriage that came to pick her up arrived approximately around 2300 hours.
That's correct.
All right.
You could speak to Arturo on that. He was down there at the front entrance. Probably had a better look at it. I mean, we could see it from the rooftop, but...
Might we be able to go up to the rooftop just to envision that moment?
Of course.
Thank you.
She leads you up that little spiral staircase there. You get up to that little roof deck, and now you can see kind of a better idea. In addition to the sort of little semicircles of chairs, it's very basic. It's just kind of a little wooden platform that sort of lifts up a little bit so she could stand on that and people could see her a little more easily. So clearly a space sort of designated for kind of a staging area for sort of talking to the people at the fundraiser. In addition to that, there's several sort of tents that look kind of temporary, but again, maybe something that just hasn't come down because of all that's been going on. And there's a sort of chest or sort of waist-high railing that goes around a portion of the roof. So it's not the whole roof is a roof deck, it's kind of maybe a third of it in the center that has a little railing that runs around the perimeter of it.
And so how far close to the railing do you have to be to see down to the, like, I guess, porte-cochere kind of?
If you wanted to look at like the porch of the front door, you'd really have to lean over. But she was saying that the carriage stopped kind of right at where the fence is, and you can see that easily. You don't have to lean over at all. If you just come up to the railing, you can easily see like where the little road meets the fence at the edge of her property.
Okay.
Matt, while we were going up the stairs, can I have just, not ritually, but just cast Detect Magic?
You can.
Just kind of keep an eye on the lower floor. What was that?
I don't know. This is magical.
Magical effect.
Cool.
Does that have verbal and somatic components?
It does. I was hoping to maybe be at the back of the line
Okay.
if she was leading up.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
Bibbidi Badgic's checking on your magic.
Okay, that's not terrible. It is when your stealth is 0. I forgot about that. 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys are heading up the stairs, she's like at the top, and Deedee starts to just sort of little hand motions, a little bit of whispering, and you see out of the corner of her eye just a. And she keeps going up. She doesn't stop you. There's some glowing objects around the room. It's possible that some of them are magic items. You don't know exactly what they do. In addition to that, there is a door over near the kitchen area that looks like it leads down, like to a basement or a cellar.
Okay.
And that door's brimming with abjuration magic. That you can see very clearly. Have a look around. Feel free to see what you see.
I haven't really had time to put things away, it seems.
It hasn't been a priority.
Perhaps a new round of fundraising in the future?
That depends on what they decide to do. I understand that the Treasury is discussing allocating those funds elsewhere.
Right, the infrastructure.
Yes.
Can I quickly just kind of scan and try to compare the count of chairs and things to the people that, just like to the number of people who were supposed to be there at the, at like the circle up afterwards? Or if the whole
There's
fundraiser,
way more chairs than
right? The whole fundraiser was up here.
She gave a speech, at least at some point, she gave a speech up here too, if not the
Right.
whole fundraiser, a large group of people. Like, there's 30 plus chairs up here. Like, there's quite a few.
Yeah, well, okay.
We managed to catch Mr. Talamonte as he was leaving the Treasury office, and not only did it seem like he was about to run again for a re-election, but he was also still committed to his personal idea for the reservoir.
A man of principle, I suppose.
Was there anybody else that would be running, you think, that would take on the aqueduct project? You, Andrew?
I wouldn't do it myself, and I would be very, very surprised if that appealed to Andrew.
Either of his aides, then?
I don't know.
Have you
Either
worked?
of Deshi's aides.
Yes. Apologies.
I don't think they have any intention to run, but if they did, I suppose I wouldn't be surprised.
What are your thoughts on Callie and Gianni, the aides?
I didn't get to know them very well. They seemed nice. Deshi trusted them. That was fine by me.
Does that seem blunt at all?
Give me an insight.
Just keep the light on throughout the whole thing, and then switch about.
Yeah, just like gradient change it. 16.
16.
However, we're about to go to bed, and I haven't used my little human inspiration.
Oh.
So I don't know. I just want to.
I
Wait.
think you can use it now if you want. I believe you have to call it ahead of time.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
you can give
It's
yourself
not that
advantage.
important. It's not that important. I'm gonna do it later then, before we go to bed. It's a 16.
I'm going to do it.
Do it later.
There's some slight tones of. You don't get any sense of like masking disdain, but maybe that one age she maybe liked or knew better than the other, which might square with some information that you've heard before, given that one was ex-military and one was not. So, you know.
Was it usual that Gianni wasn't at the event and only Callie was?
I believe that Gianni had some other bit of business that Deshi had assigned.
Unaware of what that business was.
I don't know.
Did you have any?
Deshi had them running errands sometimes, or speaking with people, or trying to recruit support from other parties. That wasn't unusual for them not to be glued to her hip.
Did you have any service crossover with Gianni?
Service crossover in the military in the 11th, you mean?
Yes.
Very briefly, yes. Gianni's a little younger.
What was Gianni's role?
Gianni was mostly administrative, but went through basic training and occasionally accompanied some of the larger raids and breakouts.
It seems like Gianni would have had to have retired pretty early if they had joined so close to the end of your own service.
Yes, Gianni was not there for very long.
Do you know why that was at all, or?
It seemed that he had been encouraged to join by fathers, uncles, and brothers of his, but that was not his preferred course of employment.
Not his calling.
Yes.
How soon did he retire after Deshi? Or was it before?
No, I think it was after a couple of years. Couldn't have been longer than that.
Did Deshi stay over with you regularly? Assuming she visited often, did she
Every
have
once in a
occasional
while.
overnights? How late would she stay with you? I mean, was it first thing in the morning she was back to work, or would she hang around till a little bit later in the afternoon?
Sure. That depended very much on how much we had to drink that night.
I see. So she would come over, you guys would have a good time, and then she'd
If she didn't feel like walking home, she would stay.
stay over and
So typically she would walk home,
Yes, I would say that was more common than calling for a carriage.
but she would sometimes call for a carriage.
Until the election, I would say I don't recall her calling a carriage before that.
So more for safety as an in-office employee.
Maybe that's how she saw it, yes.
So she had it between her entering into office and the fundraiser. She had left your house in a carriage.
Yes, that wasn't the first time, but I don't recall a time prior to her running for office that she utilized the services of the carriage.
And then apologies, just to clarify, was she trying to get a sense of her busyness? Was it, in the morning, got to get back to work, out the door at 9, or would she linger with you until the afternoon after a night over? How long would she stay over with you?
Once she had officially won the election, she was very busy all the time. Mm-hmm. She always had something to do.
What about in those 4 to 5 years when she was working the timber lease with Andrew?
I would say she sometimes stayed longer. She wasn't in a hurry to get out to overseeing trees being chopped down.
That didn't really seem like her thing.
It wasn't.
What did prompt her to run for office? Did she ever tell you? 4 to 5 years, and then all of a sudden she's got this big idea to completely change her path?
You call it all of a sudden, but I wouldn't characterize it that way. She was restless for a long time, and the opportunity arose. Man retired from his seat on the council. Someone suggested it to her. I understand that Andrew encouraged her, and off she went.
Mm-hmm. Have you and Andrew gotten together in the last 4 weeks and compared notes?
I wouldn't call it comparing notes, no. I have seen Andrew a couple of times, yes.
Has he leaned on you at all for comfort in these times? And you on he?
I don't think that Andrew's leaning on anyone just yet. He mostly spends his time outdoors, looking.
When did he start doing that?
As soon as Goldpike left.
He didn't do it in the first couple days. He mentioned that when he first reported her missing, they didn't seem to take it very seriously.
There was a period where, because she had not been missing for very long, that they did only a cursory glance around town to see if they could find her.
And so he wasn't doing his searches as well at that
I
time.
think at that time he did not know exactly how dire it was.
Do you know when the official investigation actually began? Was it a standard 24, 48 hours?
Probably a couple of days after Andrew reported her missing, yes.
You mentioned that when you're ex-military, there comes a time when you know you have to cut your losses. Do you feel that your current perspective and Andrew's are a little bit different?
I would say that that's a fair characterization.
Can I? Oh, question. So if I tried to detect thoughts, she would be able to see me do like a physical.
Where's the thing on
Okay,
it?
yeah. So. Okay, yeah, VSM.
So verbal, somatic,
Somatic,
and material, so you need
material.
your focus in your hand, your arcane focus.
And if I were, if I like tried to, if I took out my microscope, wait, is that what it's called?
Magnifying
Magnifying guys. If I took out my seeing eyeglass,
Yeah, gotta look at some blood samples.
my magnifying glass, and were to like kind of do a showy like sweep around, is that? How big are my like physical actions? Like
The physical actions don't have to be huge, but it specifies that the verbal components have to be in a sort of normal speaking volume.
Detect
Okay.
thoughts.
That also sounds.
Meta magic though, right? Does
I do yes.
If
so
you
when
didn't
I-
want her to know, it would be helpful to have a distraction is the answer to that.
Yes,
Because
and
it's
then-
not super loud up here, it's pretty quiet up on the
I
roof.
can. I
She still
can.
have to do somatic. Yeah.
So subtle. Let me just read it out loud. So
Yeah.
for the subtle spell, when I cast a spell, I can spend a sorcery point to cast it without verbal, somatic, or material components.
Whoa, any of them?
Except material components that are consumed by the spell or that have a cost specified, and I don't think that there are any of those.
Damn.
That's cool.
So I could do. So if I do my subtle spell, then there's no way that she would know.
But
Why-
is it
why are
if
you
you
tapping that
if you
already?
probe deeper,
well-
then
the
she
first
knows?
the
You
first
can get-
pass she can't tell. It's
You can
only
get
if I-
surface level thoughts
Yeah.
without the person knowing, assuming they don't see you casting the spell. And then yes, if you probe deeper, they're able to tell that you're
Yeah, I'm gonna do the easy one, guys. Everybody calm down.
Everyone has collectively had a heart attack.
Leo's like,
I'm gonna do the
He
easy
gets
one.
constipated.
I'm doing the easy one, and I'm gonna do my sorcery point so that it's
Oh my
it's nice and
God.
quiet.
You know, so
We're about to go to bed, guys. I gotta do some magic.
When she casts that, do I see it with my detect magic?
give me the language on that.
My God. Peeping.
Look at this team, Georgie and Bete, together forever.
Peeping, eating.
I don't know if that's her supporting you. Like I don't think that's what this is.
Oh, it's
For
so
the duration, you
We're
sense
best
the
friends.
presence of magical effects within 30 feet of yourself. If you sense such effects, you can make the magic action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears the magic, and in an effect was created by a spell.
I would say that you can, you can see if you use the magic action to sort of detect the presence, you can see a sort of faint aura around Allie's head.
Okay.
Oh my.
But I wouldn't know necessarily who did it.
Not if she's using subtle spell. No,
Oh
you definitely
my
wouldn't.
gosh.
Because the magic emanates from Allie, not from...
Yeah, because it's in her. The magic is like right here as it's sort
Okay.
of reading her thoughts.
Okay,
So.
okay.
Miss Galloway, just a few more.
Oh wait, did you do it?
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought you were.
I thought this was the distraction.
It was going to be,
As she was
but
leaning on a chair, and he's like, "Oh,
Miss Galloway, have you seen my microscope?
As she
subtle
moves to
or-
talk to
Sorry.
Agent Anders, no, it's okay. You start to get some of the very, very surface level thoughts. And the last thing you were just kind of talking about was a sort of disconnect between her and Andrew.
Yeah, if Andrew thinks she's still out there and Allie doesn't.
Yeah, some of the very, very surface level thoughts you get are just a little taste of that ingrained military, which is like, Andrew's a fool. Like, it's been too long. Everyone knows that she's gone.
She's dead.
And it's time to move forward.
And
That's
just
what you
like,
can.
so like kind of like stoic, like not like no emotion on like the fact that her best friend's dead.
I wouldn't say no emotion, just like those are the surface thoughts that that's the sense that you get is that when she's talking about Andrew, that there's no disdain or hatred toward Andrew, just some people are clinging to something that's not there.
Yeah.
That's what you get.
Just a few more quick questions. What was, I understand that Detective Goldpike looked into the alcohol at the event. Could you walk me through what that looked like on your end? He collected some of the bottles, I'm assuming?
He did. He asked for a number of samples from bottles downstairs. My wines come from all over. Some of them he took a small sampling of, some of them he borrowed the bottle. We were happy to provide them. I don't know what he did with them exactly. I know that he took them for a while and came back and said that nothing about them was concerning.
Do you still have any of those bottles, or are those long gone by now?
There might be a couple, but I'd have to dig to see which ones I think were opened after we were told that there was nothing wrong with them. We drank a lot of them.
For serving drinks at the event, was there a bar and bar service that was pouring the drinks?
There was a couple of servers, yes.
Did Goldpike ever take a look at the glassware by any chance?
No.
Who was serving the drinks that night?
Members of the security team.
We were hoping to take a look at possibly any kind of a ledger, some sort of balance sheet of what was raised the night of, and the names attached to those funds. Would we have permission to look at something like that?
I don't have something like that.
Did one exist at one point?
Not so much as detailing every single donation, certainly not the smaller ones. We were told to give a sum total estimation when we were handing over the lockbox to the treasury.
And was there any sort of receipt for those that did donate big funds? Any kind of proof?
There's probably something like that at the office of the council. I have letters from a couple of the people that I mentioned stating their intent to donate a certain amount.
Who donated the most?
That would have been the two that have the shipping company, Vada and Michelle.
And just to clarify, Vada, Michelle, and Dylan's donations are still here. All of the other donations are now at the Treasury.
That's correct. Yeah.
At what point is the Treasury going to come pick up the donations here?
I don't know. They haven't specified that yet.
And what sort of protections are in the basement?
I have some magical protections thanks to the Lumens technology that's been provided to us, as well as the security team that stays at the estate.
Who provided the Lumens technology?
I don't know, sourced somewhere in Akoda.
Is this the same source as what the Treasury uses?
It might be. There's only so many Lumens facilities within a small area.
Do you know at all who happens to have the connections that are giving people access to these?
There isn't really a connection necessary. If you can pay for it and you're willing to make the trip, the people at the Lumens facilities will speak to you.
All right, so you just mean that people are purchasing them, not that they are being given through some sort of arrangement.
Yes, as far as I know, there's no handshake agreement as to who can and cannot acquire them. Lumens are for everybody, that's what they say. Right, Agent?
Right.
Oh, she knows about you.
My reputation precedes me, as she said at the door.
I have to admit I was a little worried that you were going to show up and say that Lumens took my friend away.
No, I wouldn't go so far as to say that. Lumens are not that disastrous. Can't do things like that.
Okay.
Was there any... I suppose the only thing I'm wondering, was there any communication... You knew about some of the donations ahead of time. Was there any communication with the Treasury about what was coming before the night of the event at all? Or had there not been any communication about the funds that were coming in?
They knew that we were hosting a fundraiser, but not specific amounts or anything in that detail.
All right.
Is all of your securities Lumen-based? Any on your team, magic wielders?
No.
Yourself?
Just physical.
Including
And the help of the Lumens, yes. Those that fought with magic in the 11th were pretty rare.
Anyone from who we've talked about this evening?
No, not unless they learned it after they retired.
The cutlery and otherwise, glasses and whatnot, they were from this home or provided by a...
All of it mine.
And just to
Well versed in throwing parties.
I've thrown a few.
I guess my final inquiry that I can think about is just a broader scope of Ahaltsu as an island. This reservoir that the aqueduct is going to be built from, is it neighboring nearby towns like Suhun-A or Shalmir? Is there anything that, if this was built, they would be upset that the money might be flowing toward Akoda rather than them?
Those cities are quite far.
All right.
There are some other smaller communities that probably head to the reservoir like we do occasionally to get some fresh water when things are stretched thin in town.
And it's not like the aqueduct being built would refuse everyone else from getting water there.
I don't think so. It's quite large. And nobody's claimed it. It's, as of yet, a territory that's shared. And even if we built an aqueduct coming all the way to Hamburg, there would be plenty to go around, at least for a time.
Thank you.
Any particular traps that were pitched that night for dealing with the sort of wildlife that could compromise the aqueduct?
You mean from Samantha, her suggestions? No, nothing so specific. We mostly got an idea of what kind of creatures might be wandering through, and what kind of costs might be associated with having a permanent local force to make sure that nothing got too close to the aqueduct.
Andrew seemed to think that the 11th would be below that sort of task. Would you agree?
Ex-11th may be hired as personal security, but the actual 11th itself, that wouldn't be something that they would take on.
One more question I have about the 11th and Deshi's special set of skills. If she were out there alone, would she have the capacity to live off the land, support herself, if for whatever reason she was out there and felt she couldn't come home?
Absolutely. She had a few solo missions.
Solo missions?
Yes. Sometimes you need to eliminate a key target. And sometimes it's hard to send a whole group of people to do that.
Was she the first choice for most commanders?
For some of them, sure.
Admirable.
Miss Galloway, can you paint for me just a picture one more time? The last time you saw Deshi, you were all standing around here, and you were in a group?
Yes.
Carriage arrived below, right around there.
Down by the fence, yes.
She said her goodbyes, and then what happened? Turned around, went down the staircase.
Went down the stairs.
Did anyone go with her?
Nobody went with her, but we waved from the balcony.
And you saw her get into the carriage. Was her body visible in the carriage, or was there a roof on the top of it?
There was a roof, but we could see her in the window.
Were you able to see the driver in the carriage, or was that obscured?
Yes, he was out on the driver's bench, which was not inside the carriage, obviously.
Do you remember what he was wearing? Were you able to see that?
Simple traveling clothes. A tunic, long pants, leather boots.
Did he have a hat on?
Yes.
What kind of hat?
Sort of brown hat with a band around the top, flat brimmed.
And then she got inside, she waved to you from the inside. Was she able to see you?
Yes, she leaned out the window and gave one last wave before she left.
If we are standing on the balcony and we're looking at like the fence, and the carriage was like facing the fence or the gate to come in.
The way the road works, it probably would pulled up sideways, so you'd be looking at the side.
So you would be able to see the passenger window. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Unless it pulled up in a very weird
Yeah.
way.
Okay.
Drifts.
You said Arturo would have been closer. Would he be able to name the driver?
I believe that was asked to him and he didn't recognize the driver, but you're welcome to speak to him. He's here.
He's on the premises.
Yes, he's my head of security. He's here most days.
He doesn't live here, though.
No.
Have you seen everyone who worked security that evening since the night?
Yes, I have.
All 10 of them.
Yes, a lot of them are just people who work around town.
I apologize for the sensitivity of this
question, but when you say solo missions to eliminate key targets, I'm familiar with the 11th Garrison clearing out goblins. Could any of those key targets have been people?
Vultures sometimes, yeah.
Does that mean like actual like? Wait, what is that?
From the way that she
Shot
phrased
bird,
that,
yeah.
that doesn't sound like
Okay,
that's
I was totally said D&D thing. I don't know. Vulture people.
also people.
Vultures,
You know.
vultures are fucked up in D&D, dude. Yeah, it's bad.
What?
Mercenaries, soldiers of fortune, nomadic bands of humanoids that sell their sword to anyone or anything for a short-term gain. They'll fight for goblins, they'll fight for Kuatoa, they'll fight for gnolls. Service members usually refer to them as vultures because they are the lowest of the lowest bottom feeders.
And she would be sent to take out a group of those people?
No, not alone. She might be sent in to take out a leader in the hopes of scattering their forces.
Are these mercenaries that would be known to retaliate?
Against the 11th? There never was a force so large that seemed like a credible threat. That doesn't mean that we didn't occasionally clash with them, and we knew that they were supplying arms and weapons to goblins and gnolls, so they were often targets of the 11th.
What about a retired individual from the 11th that they might recognize as one who took out their own?
If a vulture's ever come close to Humbur, I hadn't heard about it.
Are they capable, physically?
They can be. I'd be surprised if there was one that could take Deshi on one-on-one, if that's what you're asking.
What about a smithy?
What about a smithy what?
I'm trying to understand maybe the physical capacity that these people have. Would Boyle be able to possibly take on somebody of this nature?
It depends on the level of skill, I suppose. There were some that could fight well, there were some that were barely teenage boys.
Is there a moment that, like, when she's talking to someone else, that I can very subtly cast a message and, like, just point at someone and, like, she wouldn't be able to notice?
Sure, pointing, yes, because the message, the verbal components are not heard for that.
Yeah.
So yes, I would say that that's possible.
Maybe during this last questioning, I'm gonna point to Georgie and be like,
Oh my god.
I remember you saying you can read thoughts. Could you detect her thoughts for what I'm about to ask?
I think I can. Yeah. Georgie can. I'll do my telepathic.
Or you can just respond with
Oh, I
message
can just
too,
because
yeah.
with that. Oh, sure.
Okay.
Oh, damn it, my detect magic's down.
Miss Galloway, we've been talking today about what our next moves are and how to best spend the next week. We were thinking of heading up to the reservoir. Do you think someone who knows this area, that would be a welcome thing, to go check out the reservoir in person, scout around that area?
I don't know what you're hoping to find,
All right.
but you're welcome to take a look. Like I said, nobody owns the land.
And the garrison's close by, up by there, to the northeast.
They're a good ways past the reservoir.
Right.
That would be a full day travel to get to the garrison.
Right.
Maybe a few hours to get to the reservoir.
Okay. All right, good to know. Thank you.
Her thoughts. What's the duration of detect thought? Is this another casting
I was
of
thinking
detect
I would
thoughts?
have to do it again.
Oh yeah, it was up to a minute, and this was pretty much
Yeah.
happening in real. So yes, you would have needed to expend another point for subtle spell.
Oh, yes, subtle
to
again, yes.
Cast detect thoughts again.
Oh my god.
Please.
And in the surface level thoughts is all confusion. Like when he brings that up, she doesn't know why that came to his mind. But
And just one more time, just to confirm, she left again around 23 hours.
yes, somewhere around that time.
We understand that. Obviously, she retired, when she did. But that she might not have reached the heights within the garrison that she could have, whether for her own reasons or outside influence. Do you think she should have or could have?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe we've already covered this. I believe she could have, yes, but she preferred to be on the front line.
Do you think that if we felt it necessary to find a list of the names of the vultures that she had to target solo, that would be something the garrison would be willing to deliver?
As far as the garrison's concerned, I don't even know that they have names. They are Target A and Target B.
Understood.
Do Goldpike know about these individuals?
I don't know. He didn't ask me about it.
Well, I think Miss Galloway has been extremely patient with us. Is there anything else pressing that we should ask now? Let Miss Galloway get to her evening.
I wouldn't mind wrapping up for the night. You're welcome to come back if you need to.
I'm sure you mostly hang out at the special 11th Garrison Bar, but the vibes at the tavern versus at the inn, or at, would you say a certain crowd goes to a certain place to drink?
I think that most ex-military end up going to Blood, Sweat, and Tears, unless they have some friends that they'd like to meet elsewhere.
I was gonna ask to not to press my own whatever. Would you be able to get our foot in the door there as
No.
I was gonna offer professional. I can provide a night's music, but if that's not welcome.
It isn't, no.
All right. Just thought I'd offer.
You're welcome to find them anywhere outside the bar, but for there, that's for people who know what they've been through.
A sacred place, it seems.
In a way, somewhere where they know who the people they're among.
Who runs that bar?
A man named David.
Full name, please?
David Cart.
Does it seem like she really had to, like,
It honestly seemed like no one calls him that. She had to, like he's just David to everybody, so she, like, knew, but, like, it may have been years since she's ever used his last name.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thank you very much.
As you kind of back out to the front door. As you head back out.
Would we, is that help us with vibes? Pittman, interviewing Pittman, is it, like, way too late right now?
No. I mean,
Just getting, like,
you're
a quick
here.
list of names? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just from him?
I mean, if you asked her sort of on the way out, he's out front. Feel free to talk to him. But he is on duty, so don't take up too much of his time.
Right.
We'll try not to be a threat.
Pittman!
As you find your way kind of back out to
Hickman.
the front there. And you might have seen him on the way in and just kind of didn't think much of it. There was a little bench kind of by the front door there. And he's not sort of slouched and disinterested, but just sort of seated casually. I mean, it's quiet. There's not a lot of people kind of coming by or anything, so he doesn't kind of make any sort of indication. And when you come back outside, he doesn't know that you're there to talk to him, so he doesn't even really kind of look at you. He hears the door open, sort of gives you a little glance.
Mr. Pittman, I assume that you, like your employer, already know who we are.
Yes, we heard that some people from the OEI might be coming by.
Do you mind if we ask you a few questions as we make our way into the night?
If it's quick, yep.
Sorry to jump in. You said that our reputation preceded us, that you guys were aware that the OEI was going to be maybe paying a visit tonight.
There's been some whispers around town.
Not by anyone in particular?
No.
Thank you.
Speaking about particular persons, the night Deshi was taken away in a carriage, did you get a good look at the driver?
Simple hat, big wide brim. You know, you can see there's no lanterns on the edge of the fence. It's dark. Big scruffy beard. I think that was part of the reason why Allie thought that it was that fuckface Belgrim. He's got a beard too.
Belgrim? You sure that's it?
Yeah.
Not Bowden.
No, Belgrim.
Were you able to discern anything about his age?
I don't know. 30s, maybe early 40s.
Could you pick him out of a lineup?
If there was no one else in the lineup with a big scruffy beard, maybe. He was itching at it.
Beards could be faked.
I guess.
You said he was itching at it?
Yeah.
I've never worn a beard, but one would imagine that you would get used to it at some point if you're growing it out, gentlemen.
I mean, they generally kind of itch.
Chris answered my question. Georgie's gonna feel at his utterly smooth face and say, "Yes, they're rather itchy."
All right, let me continue, Anthony.
You're run me dry.
Do you remember anything notable about the horse that was leading the carriage?
Not the horse, no. And the only other thing I told the other detective was that it had these big wheels. Like thick wheels. Like wheels that you see used to go longer distances.
Thicker and longer distances than Buckley would usually go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he has some of those to swap out if he needs to, if he's taking them a long way, but yeah, they look like thicker, long distance. Make sure they don't break down.
To go back to when we were at the stables the other day, did it look like the carriages had different thicknesses?
No, the ones you looked like all looked like thinner, kind of for cobblestone or gravel roads, like more, yeah.
Would we, depending on like weather, this is Jordan. Depending on like weather in this world, like if it was snowing, is there like snow tire equivalent where like they
might, sometimes they wrap chains around them.
I mean, they might have some small sort of their own remedies for that kind of stuff, but there isn't like a standardized
Okay. So it's more like calculating like distance, longevity.
Yeah, it's like
weather.
if you're going over bumpier road and over a longer distance, like you want some hardier, thicker sort of spokes so that one doesn't snap and you have to repair it.
But again, like in that stable, we didn't see any extra wheels or anything where we were.
You didn't look everywhere, but yeah. I mean, presumably Buckley has some spare things to put on his carriages, but
he's got
another stupid one. Another stupid question, like off-road, like if you're planning on.
There's no difference between off-road and long distance.
Okay.
That's kind of the same thing. Like you're probably going over some rougher terrain if you're going long distance, unless it's like a really, really urban area.
Off-road.
Did you happen to get a look at the back of the carriage at all? Did you see? Could you tell whether or not it had a lockbox, for example?
I wasn't looking for it, but I didn't see one.
And you said there was no lamp, so how low
Not
would
by
you
the fence there. Yeah.
how low would you say the visibility was?
Pretty low. I mean, like I told your friend, facial features.
And at 2,300 hours.
No horns,
And
no tails.
phase of the moon. Not much light that night.
I don't know. It was dark.
Did you catch the general height of the? Did they seem like a taller or a?
They were sitting, so.
You're sitting. Couldn't tell if it was like a halfling build or human.
Didn't seem like a halfling.
And
That
you
I
were,
probably would have been able to tell.
you were on duty that night, sir, so probably no imbibing for you.
No, I was not.
Did everybody at the final meeting of the inner circle seem quite wasted?
You didn't hear it from me. Wouldn't speak ill of my employers.
Just thinking to anything inconsequential at the time. Maybe per one rotation of a wheel, was there any small squeak or anything like that?
I don't fucking know. You're asking for, I mean, I'm sorry.
No.
Did everyone else, other than the inner circle up on the roof, everyone else had left at that point?
Yeah?
Did you have a guest list that you monitored as they were leaving, or did it just seem that everyone cleared out the front door?
No, people just sort of trickled out at a certain point.
Matt, when he answered my question, did it seem like he was like, oh, fuck, I don't know what you're talking about, or like that question made him uncomfortable?
Give me a insight check.
Hey, I'm on fire.
Killing
A 1
it.
and a 2.
Increasing.
Remind me to give you enhance ability, please, just
Okay.
to like spare me.
No indication either way.
Okay.
You were keeping an extra eye on Santos after his little stunt, yes?
Yeah, not me personally, but the guard. Yeah, she asked a couple of people to look at him.
Do you know what exactly were the words that he said? What was it that he was shouting?
I wasn't inside. I was here outside.
I see.
But from what I heard, people said, he said, "You're wasting our money. It's never, waste of time, waste of money. It's a fool's errand."
Even though she was raising the money from outside the town, like it wasn't going to be.
Still takes time, I guess.
Yeah.
Put resources towards one thing, can't go towards another.
Are you former 11th, sir?
No, I'm not.
Your boss doesn't think that there's much hope left for her friend. What do you think?
She's been gone a while. I don't know.
Sir, in regards to the night, we were told that you had 5 of the regular guards, including yourself, present, and then an additional 5 were hired. Is that correct?
For the fundraiser, yeah, we hired
yes.
additional people, yeah.
And we were told that some of them were tending bar that night as well, correct?
Yeah, we didn't really have like a service staff, so when there was a lot of people, she asked some of us to make sure that we could get drinks to people.
So were you sort of at a bar top, or were you carrying around trays of already poured liquids?
Pouring already poured, serving already poured.
So going out to people with drinks already.
Yeah, I mean, there's a kitchen staff, so they pour the drinks.
Could we trouble you for a list of all of the people that were present, working guards as that night?
Sure. We had, he lists them all.
Great.
If they come up again, I'll let you know.
All right. Okay. Cool. Names.
List of names. Check.
Kitchen staff is all still employed here, same as that night.
Yeah, she's had the same people for years.
How about the people who maintain the landscaping around here? I'm assuming she doesn't do all of this herself.
No, she has people for that too.
They're the same group?
I haven't noticed any changes.
How long have you been working for?
7, almost 8 years.
Wow. And to my understanding, nothing of this scale, should all of these disappearances and murders be connected, has ever happened here.
No.
Does it spook you as a security worker?
I mean, we had our guard up for a while, yeah, but nothing's happened for a while, so feels like it was, I don't know, connected to her specifically. It didn't seem like, I don't know, that Humble was in danger.
Does he seem like offensively nonchalant about this?
Are you offended by my nonchalance?
How nonchalant he is about the death of their mayor?
Give me an insight.
I don't know. I can't, man, you know. Oh no.
You got it.
Nay. I should have called my inspiration. That is a 6.
I mean, he's pretty just kind of blunt and straightforward. It's hard to get a reading out
Gotta
of
roll
it.
for something else.
When the funds were taken in the lockbox carriage earlier that evening, can you give us a rundown of what that looked like? Or, I'm sorry, it was the morning after.
So let's
wasn't
say
it?
that
Yeah,
the
yeah.
treasury showed up, yeah.
About what time? What did that look like?
I don't know, it was
Assuming-
before noon, and the treasury has their own security too, so they were there with us, and we just oversaw the transition.
And the carriage looked different from the one that was...
Yeah, it looked like a treasury carriage.
Right, a discernible lockbox in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know any of the 5 that were found murdered personally?
No.
A weird question. Does he have any like rings, pendants,
He has some rings.
bracelets?
Yeah, simple, like copper and sort of.
As Luca's gonna take a step away and just kind of like start meandering like toward the exit, but just like taking in the space, and then start casting detect magic if that's cool.
Give me an insight. Give me a stealth check. Sorry.
I'm not trying to do it stealthily.
Okay.
Just
Okay. The minute you start waving your hands and muttering, hey,
yeah.
you know it's my job to keep a lookout for people doing bullshit.
Oh, it's OEI business. I'm just being thorough, detecting magic. I'm doing whatever I can to pick up any threads.
Well, go get Ali's permission, or do it off the property.
You want me to bug Aliastra again?
Do you want to bug Aliastra again?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just trying to do my job.
Well, my job is to make sure you don't do shit like that. So stop.
Just trying to find her friend.
Not right now, you're not.
Rysynthian.
I'll go do my job elsewhere.
That sounds fun by me.
All right. He'll start walking toward the exit of the property.
Well, I think that's our cue. I
Have a good night.
appreciate your time. Thank
Yeah,
you.
sure.
Good evening.
Thank you.
You guys leave the property, head back out on the streets. You know, what, past 9 at this point? You went in the house for a little while. It's get dark.
As soon as we're out of earshot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, which one of you did it?
Did what?
Well,
I didn't.
What clue did you pick up on? I didn't
I
think it was
did
any of
not
us.
kill Deshi.
no.
On Allie.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, Georgie.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh.
Oh, and what did you get after I asked you to do it?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, really?
Oh, you asked her to.
Yeah, I had asked her to.
What are we talking about?
Somebody cast on Allie while we were interviewing her.
I had asked.
Oh, you didn't notice, did you?
I had asked Georgie to detect some thoughts when I was asking about the reservoir, just to see if there was anything shaken up about her not wanting us there or to hide anything.
She seemed extremely confused
All right.
that you would want to go up there or think anything of it. And
All right.
when I asked her about
Tell us something just about her, but
when I asked her about her intuition on whether or not she believed her best friend to be dead,
Oh, you did it twice.
yes,
oh,
it did seem that she believes her best friend is dead.
So we cast a sort of gray area moral spell on someone twice and didn't get anything.
Well, I would say the area gets grayer the deeper that you go, and it was very shallow.
At least there's that.
I mean, nothing was found out, so no gray areas. Everything's great.
Day 1 for the imp.
This is also somebody who was under a full zone of truth. I assume she was asked pretty thoroughly anything that would have directly.
You thought there was something to do with the glasses? The glassware?
Oh, yes. Well, it's very easy to just put something in a glass already and then pour the thing in, and then be able to serve it freely rather than poison a bunch of people unknowingly.
Probably be long gone by now. Though,
Yes,
right?
but I'm getting a sense by the names of the guards that that's no longer there that we should follow.
I also
Yes.
feel that they were just simply quite wasted.
Yes.
No poison necessary.
See here, they got names like Dead End and Red Herring.
However, I am encouraged by the mentioning of the vultures.
Somebody
Indeed.
else has mentioned vultures,
They
have they
have.
not? I swear, somebody.
I'm trying to remember. Yes, we
vultures.
heard that around town as well. I thought that they were just talking about the birds.
I thought so too.
What?
I do not.
You mean like when
fucking
somebody was
remember.
listing like wolves, owlbears, that kind of thing, they also said vultures?
No, it was different.
I don't recall.
Oh my.
I don't
You
have any
didn't-
recollection of that.
Write it down.
I'm
In your mind thoughts.
I did not think birds were important to write about. I was more concerned
He's
about
been
the
asking
carcasses.
about birds every time we talk to somebody.
I've been.
You don't recall this? Somebody even asked if there was a falconry.
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
Let me check my bird notes. Nothing on vultures.
No, I got nothing on vultures. There.
Am I crazy? I'm not
No,
crazy.
somebody, I swear, I think it may have been Andrew.
Foley?
We can ask Foley. We can follow up.
It may have
sure he
either
knows.
been.
Well, at least
Something?
now we know that they're not
Andrew
I think it
talking
was-
about in the context of the fences that he built?
Yes.
He said that
yes.
he built fences
The-
to
the-
protect
for
the
Not
vultures?
residents.
not the fences, the traps on the towers that he was building for
They
the
could be
garrison.
vultures. Yes.
He said, "Oh, vultures, I don't know," and I think one of us was even like, "Oh, the birds here must be very bad."
Wow.
The implication, though, being that he wouldn't use that term unless he knew he was on the inside with the garrison.
I imagine that he would.
Only garrison people would call humanoids vultures.
Oh, he
Well, but if you're married,
Military people.
Yeah.
Not
Military,
necessarily.
if you're married to
Yeah.
somebody like Deshi for so long,
He married somebody that murdered them all the time, so.
Well, did anyone else notice anything from those conversations? The only thing I got was that Deshi occasionally slept over and stayed longer than the morning. So it's a little odd to me that her husband reported her so quickly post-fundraiser.
He did say noon.
He said noon, but Allie said that she occasionally stayed a little bit longer. I mean, to go to Major Foley at 12 o'clock and say, I think my wife has been abducted.
You still think it was the husband?
I don't think it was the husband, but I wonder if the husband was on edge about something, and at 12 o'clock the next day decided, not that I'm gonna go to Allie's and see where she is, not that I'm going to go into town and see if she shows up this evening, but I'm gonna go to the official in town and report her missing at noon.
I also got the.
That is interesting.
I also got the. I got the read that Allie did not think that they made a very good match.
I had that read.
Perhaps I'm just a bit judgmental of our dear friend Andrew, but yes, it does seem strange to me that her best friend and her husband are not better pals, no?
I don't think that's very odd.
That happens.
Oh, that's such a bummer then!
Some people seem very okay with that sort of balance in their life.
I don't know that it is, because again, he was also under the zone of truth, so it's hard to say that he did anything untoward, but I
don't think he did anything untoward. I trust the zone of truth, and for all the shit I've given Goldpike, I don't think he's legitimately incompetent. I'm sure he questioned him well. But I think that Andrew doesn't seem like he's being entirely forthcoming with the questions.
I think perhaps he was on edge because he felt that she was in danger.
I think there would have been something going on leading up to the fundraiser. I mean, it seems odd to me, right? Noon, evening of the fundraiser, that by noon you are concerned that your very capable, strong, intelligent partner has been abducted, has been kidnapped, has seriously gone missing. That seems like a pretty quick leap for nothing else to
Why
know.
he wouldn't go to Allie's is odd.
Or town and wait and see if she shows up there. It's just, it's quite a leap, but I don't know if we're gonna get anything out of Andrew. I mean, the guy seems pretty tight-lipped.
It would be interesting to speak with Foley about when he came in and
I'd
report,
be curious about what his attitude
especially
was.
since they didn't take him seriously.
Yeah.
well, I've got a lot of correspondence that I can look at. Perhaps there'll be something in there alluding to their marriage perhaps being tumultuous, if that is what you're getting at.
Or him being concerned about vultures or otherwise attacks on her safety.
Birds of any kind.
Well, he wasn't.
Falcons, hawks,
Well,
herons.
He wasn't writing any of these, but
How was the wine?
how was the wine?
It was some of the best you've ever had. I mean,
Oh,
sourced
queen.
from-
So it's possible, instead of looking for somebody in town that is responsible for this, who knew Deshi's schedule, we're looking for somebody who may have accidentally let slip Deshi's schedule to somebody who could have helped vultures abduct Deshi in an attempt to seek revenge.
If I have some theories.
Fantastic.
I think that there is one
False beard.
I love a false beard theory.
Itchy false beard.
I've never seen anybody itch their beard, their genuine beard.
You've never seen a single man. You've never seen a single
never
You've taken
seen
it
it.
a step farther than
I think I've done that like
Never
10 times tonight.
You've taken it one step too far, but I
Never
think
once.
false beard is definitely on the list.
false beard, wide-brimmed
On the
hat.
face.
What were you saying?
And wide tires on a carriage. I mean, that's an important thing too.
They were
Knowing that they'd be going
Off
not
road.
through town.
They were prepared. This was planned. They had the time to get a disguise together, or they've got someone who can cast.
I also feel quite positively that this carriage was probably from Buckley's, or at least completely identical. That because of the fact that I think the point that Ali made about the fact that this is a woman who, even intoxicated, has an extremely keen sense for danger. She would not have gotten in something that looked in any way
The
suspicious.
thing is, Buckley's carriages don't look identifiable. It's just a standard carriage.
I mean,
They are the exact same color though, so there is that
The color is wood.
faded. Oh, they're painted. They're faded paint. They were painted. I thought you said painted brown.
Faded paint, yep.
I mean,
But it's with it being that dark at night, you're not going to make out that many colors.
I still feel there's a small part of me that thinks that kind of what you were saying tonight is that Deshi is maybe running from something and can't return to town as she is out there. That maybe this carriage was she planned to get on a carriage and go away.
Well, let's send to her. Let's send to her, right? All right. Let's take a minute and see if she wants to get in touch. I can't do it.
I think we should send it.
I'm sure one of you can, though.
Not to the stone, though.
Not through the stone.
Yeah.
You would have.
Yes, of course. We'll never.
I didn't know that Deshi joined the IMP.
I'll never learn the rules.
She went to Valo Caldera.
Little magic before bedtime. Never hurt anybody.
What are you going to do right now? I suppose why not?
Yep. Georgie's going for it.
Georgie takes a little step away, just a little quiet and focused there. Takes a moment.
Is there anything that you need boosted to do this? Anything?
Boost?
Guidance.
We all put a hand up.
I've never been touched so much in my life.
I will do.
Do it again.
Let's do
No, I will
persuasion,
Okay.
just in case.
Should I read it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
And then you can.
Material copper wire. You send a telepathic message of up to 25 words to a creature you have met or that has been described to you by someone who has met it. The target understands the meaning, hears it in its mind, and can reply immediately in the same way. If it knows you, it recognizes you as the sender. The spell works across any distance and planes, but there's a 5% chance it fails if the target is on another plane, and you know if it does fail. After receiving the message, the creature can block this spell from you for 8 hours. Range unlimited.
Cast the spell. What do you say?
Deshi. This is the OEI. Is OEI one word?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That can be one. An abbreviation can be one.
This is the Ui.
Where are you? Feel like that's enough.
You guys kind of wait very tensely, sort of watches Leyo. Nothing. No response in return.
Nothing at all. So that's non-responsive. Can you send it again? You want me to do it again?
Do you have the ability to send it again?
I suppose I could.
Let's try again.
Be interested to see if you're immediately blocked.
Yep. Try again.
All right.
Should we bluff some knowledge? Say that we know she escaped, or that we know
she's hiding
Andrew's
out.
looking for you. Use emotion.
Andrew-
If she's for whatever reason ignoring it, trying to.
Andrew is sorry.
That's a bold move. And I
But
don't
I've heard.
necessarily-
But I've
Andrew
heard it
says, "Blue."
Okay. We'll try again.
Yeah. What do you say?
Guidance.
Cade comes over and gives a squeeze.
OEI again. Everyone thinks you're dead. No hope. Giving up. What is that, 6? No, wait, that's 11.
We've got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Why is she counting it?
Sorry.
We're here to help. Help us help you.
A tense couple of seconds.
Kisses.
No response. And no reading of being blocked.
No reading of being blocked.
I think if it is truly that she is choosing not to respond, I think the idea is probably that she wants everybody to think she is dead. Otherwise, I imagine she would be responding.
The way that sending works, if someone gets sent to and then sends a message back, if there was some kind of if she was trying to stay hidden, if she sent the message back, would that be her exerting magic, like a ping on her location of
There could be a little. Be more specific.
if for some reason someone nearby her was constantly using detect magic, on rotation, and if she sent a message back to Leyo, would the person detecting magic be like, she just sent a message?
You wouldn't be able to tell that, but you'd be able to sense that some magic went to that person and then left that person. But yeah.
And then left the person. Okay, I see. Okay.
If they respond.
Agent Karakinos, I think you've been sitting on something for a while here.
So I've got two main thoughts, theories as we've gone around and we've heard from all these people. The first thought is a bit of a larger one. It feels like whoever is behind this is familiar with the way that investigations are done, with the way that these magics work, and they have orchestrated this in a way that gets around a lot of the ways that we investigate, ways that make the investigation as difficult as possible. Things like removing the jaws, sure, but even things like to have zone of truth to everybody who is even remotely close to this case and to have gotten nothing. That either means they have found some way to circumvent a zone of truth, or they have been careful enough to make sure that everybody who was involved would not be in close enough proximity that they would end up in a zone of truth in the first place. This leads me to believe that this is somebody who, if we're talking about things like vultures, things of that nature, that seems out of character for them. I think also if we pair that with the...
You think it's out of character because they're sloppier than that?
Well, they would need to have enough of an understanding of the town, I think, in order to do this. I highly doubt that those 5 murders, for those people to have been killed in such remote locations, in ways where they would not be found, it feels like it all requires some amount of knowledge about the town, about the people in it, about the way that this all works. It doesn't feel like it would be masterminded by somebody from the outside. Perhaps they get help from the outside.
You 3 had a hell of a time at the bar, right? It seems like if an outsider came in here, people would probably say, there was a
right away.
weird person hanging around a couple of days before the fundraiser. All right.
And not let you get close enough to clock you on the side of the head.
They also knew we were here within a
Couple
day.
of hours, yeah. So what else?
I think if we pair that with the fact that the note that went to Buckley's had fine handwriting, I think we are likely dealing with somebody who is educated, somebody who is intelligent, who is in the town as well. That does narrow it down somewhat. I think as well, there are a couple things that I've been thinking about since we went to the Treasury. The fact that they have back doors that are usable for carriages to unload. And also that the security system, on top of guards, which we're not quite sure where they would be posted, but they would have security guards, but also there is an alarm spell that only goes to one person from the Treasury.
I think that was what I remember Mr. Dean, I think, at the front said. I think we could double check on that. We need to verify it, but I think I remember it being one person.
If for those that don't know the alarm spell, it either makes an audible noise that all can hear, or it pings one specific individual.
And that individual needs to be, I think it is within a mile away from the location as well. So it would be sent to, if it is one person, that person lives within a mile of the Treasury.
This is all speculation. But I think that if somebody within the Treasury were wanting to make this happen, they would be positioned in a place where they would have access either to carriages, or at least a place where a carriage could be hidden and taken out in the middle of the night, perhaps with nobody else knowing, if they could ensure that there were no guards who were at the back doors, or at least that the guards were dealt with in some fashion, if they were in on it or if they didn't suspect anything. And also, if they happened to be the one who was sent the alert from the alert spell, nobody would know if they were using the premises in that manner. That's all speculation. But I am curious to know more about how that security works, because I think that is a very powerful position to be operating from inside the town if you were to try doing something like this.
When you say something like this, you mean take a carriage from the bank and...
I mean, orchestrate the kidnapping of a government official. They would have had easy access, I think, to the stationery from Town Hall. Anybody in the Treasury could be seen there without anybody thinking of it, I would imagine. Anybody there, or most people there, would have very good handwriting. And there's 22 of them. I think also the fact that I do not think it would be Jome. I think that Jome is a very convenient cover for somebody else in the treasury at that point.
Can I build off of your idea, actually?
Yes.
So we've worked a couple of heists in our time, and usually with a heist, there's the people who actually execute the heist, and then there's the purse, the person who funds it.
Yes.
Why couldn't there be somebody from the treasury paying off vultures or other kind of mercenaries? She described them, Allie described them as people who would do anything for a coin.
Yes.
It could be both.
I have a hard time imagining a member of the treasury knocking out 4 citizens with one blow, being able to tear off jaws, but if they were masterminding it, they could get somebody else who could do that.
Exactly.
That
And they
is
would
my
give information of close to the town. They would have information that they could feed to them.
Yes.
All right,
So-
can I play devil's advocate for a second?
Please do.
It doesn't seem like it was a lockbox carriage,
No.
and it had very large wheels on it, meant for long distance or off-roading travel, which seems odd to me that the local treasury would have wheels to change out. I could be wrong. Maybe they go long distances in those lockbox carriages.
The vultures
but
could have also provided their own.
their own carriage and then taken it, and then we're thinking they took her into the treasury.
Could be a potential.
I was thinking like
Out
It could be getting it out. It could be simply that they
somewhere out in the
perhaps
wilderness.
if there was some berth there, someplace that they could take a carriage. It's possible that they took a non-lockbox carriage into there.
So I agree. Perhaps a group of vultures acquired a carriage, took her away. How does the treasury then connect to that? Not disagreeing, just want to understand why does the alarm spell factor into that? What do we think this person? My mind going to if someone wanted this money, they'd have access to it much faster if they found her body and could declare her dead.
Yes, that's also the thing that I'm curious about. I have some thoughts around the body as well. I think if the body isn't showing up, there's a couple of reasons for it. Either they do not have the body because she escaped, or they're keeping her alive for some reason, I don't know. Perhaps she was killed in some way that involved losing the body. Also, perhaps she was killed in a way where if the body was discovered, it would make it easy to figure out who did it. I don't know what that would be, but it is odd to me. Why these 5 bodies? Why these 5 bodies seemingly left out to be discovered on purpose, but not hers?
The connection
Careful
to
assuming that those bodies are related. I understand
Absolutely.
They may not be, but it is very strange.
The connection to the treasury, though, I'm a little unclear on then to what end.
I mostly think, I don't have all the pieces yet, and it is largely speculation.
Sure.
I mostly think that it is that is a place that if you were to be operating from a position of some sort of power in town, and you had that kind of access, the treasury seems like a place where you could hide something momentarily. Potentially.
Assuming you have the alarm spell.
Assuming.
And
What are you
assuming
attempting to hide there? A carrot?
Potentially, if they were hiding the carriage, that they were going to...
I heard you say carrot, and I got very confused.
Just
I
the
thought,
one.
I thought, is that like a vulture?
one
Like, is that a code for carrot?
That's the booty. Like,
Yeah,
got
you got the
carrot.
carrot.
And that's the thing, is I don't have all of it yet. That's why I haven't been saying anything yet, is I haven't gotten all the pieces, but I think that if I'm putting together a profile of the kind of person who could pull this kind of thing off, it also seems to overlap quite well with the profile of somebody who would be working at the treasury.
I think we have a lot of good thoughts in motion, and a lot of things now we can confirm or deny certain things based off our discoveries today. One thing we haven't done is let's go rest, maybe look through these
I think it is, yes.
garrison notes.
I want to look over these as
It's
well.
another thing that we could add to this conversation.
I had one other thought. One of the people who was not zoned, there's one person who has been fairly erratic in all this, who's done several things where I'm very confused about why they're doing them.
Thistle?
Thistle. Why did he enter the race in the first place? He entered the race late, seemingly
the one that
to
lied about
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Yeah.
seemingly to propose the same idea that Jome was already proposing, and to take the same angle that Deshi was taking in terms of the military service, that sort of thing. I don't understand why he ran in the first place, and then to lie, to be thrown out like that. It's odd to have entered the race so late, I suppose. It reads to me as though, almost as though he was running as a spoiler, I'm just not sure for
Somebody
who.
to split the vote or something?
Somebody
you
to
mean?
try and take votes from one of the candidates to improve the chances that another one would win. I honestly could not tell who he was trying to spoil because it seems like he was...
Did a terrible job.
He does
Succeed.
He doesn't seem to have done well. It's also, he was invited to that fundraiser, and we know that on the night of the fundraiser, he was wandering around drunk.
Somewhere
So
drunk.
may as well say like, oh, I definitely wasn't kidnapping Deshi right now because I was getting drunk in the town square.
Well, I think if there is anybody in this town who we know little about, who seems like they fit the profile of somebody who is potentially being leaned on, somebody who's potentially being manipulated by a different force, he's acting very bizarrely. It could just be that he's a strange man. I don't know. But I think that he may be worth talking to.
Sure.
I can't help but think that, to some degree, the gold is all still accounted for.
Well, we don't know. The gold is in a townsperson's basement, the bulk of it.
Some of it may have been reallocated, but
I like that, reallocated.
Oh,
That's
golly.
clever.
To her wine collection.
Seems like it's time for bed.
Well, did anyone else find it a little bit odd that it's been 2 months now and the treasury hasn't said, hey, the bulk of the donations, I think, let's get that out of the townsperson's personal vault and put that in the town's personal vault.
There could have been speculations that money is secure by those 3 11ths to stay there so that they aren't reallocated. There could be some kind of thing like that.
till everything is out in the open about Deshi, about the murders.
Now that they've reallocated, they're even more inclined to keep it in Allie's house so that the treasury doesn't spend it on something that they're not approving.
It seems odd to, it's the town's money, that it would be kept in a private residence seems
I was surprised to hear that 2 months later it had not
been moved
been
to
picked
the
up.
treasury. I mean, the council's got to vote on how to allocate it.
It does make it seem strange. It does make it seem unlikely that the money is the motivator. I suppose also this thing would have to be planned before the money was gathered, before they knew how much money was going to be there.
But they had an idea of that because people had made pledges and talked about it before. It's just if...
Right.
I think we've got a lot to think about, and I think there's a couple more things we want to do this evening. Who needs some enhanced abilities?
How you say?
I'm planning on just... The only thing I really want to do tonight... It'd be interesting to see if maybe Thistle's out at the bar. I don't necessarily need to do that. I've got a lot of these. I think my time would probably best be spent looking over these, if everybody else could handle the other.
Want to talk to that vagrant?
The one who has even a more solid alibi than Thistle himself.
Where do you think he lives?
Because he is the first person in town that I know is ready to talk shit about the garrison.
I would never take that away from you.
Might be the most equally as drivel some of your stuff.
I'm sorry.
But
I'm sorry.
it's worth looking into is what I mean.
Now I hear.
Backhanded compliment.
All right, so reading through letters, speaking to the vagrant, if you can find him.
I'll find him.
I figure probably the best place to check would be the jail.
He's still in prison.
But it seems like he's in and out of the prison pretty often.
Right? Anything else that folks wish to cover?
I mean, tonight would be the first night we could go out and search just as Andrew has, the places he's been, these pitfalls.
If you're going to go out, let me know. Just in case it was...
Certainly.
I get lonely.
Well, it is...
I get lonely.
Well, it is largely night on the outskirts. I think it's
It
very
could be
possible it
dangerous.
could turn into
I would
combat,
not be
so-
going alone.
Also, just
Someone else needs to jump in those mud pits.
I want to grasp on that wagon that has the extra big wheels. I don't know. I didn't even try. I don't know if we're looking at a place nearby. I'm saying you might be wasting your time, but it's your time.
I mean, I can't think of what else to do in the next couple hours aside from that, or just journeying on with other people, or looking through these notes with you. I don't mind. But I'm just saying it's an option.
Rest and relaxation?
Okay.
We could be ready to head out earlier in the morning.
Not a
Am I
morning.
bad?
Not
Vote
a
of confidence.
Not a morning person, Luca.
No, I'm a whatever is needed person.
You guys start to walk back into the main section of town, thinking about where you might be splitting off to, whether that's the inn, where presumably you can sort of, again, it covers expenses for any kind of stays that you might do. Thinking about maybe trying to find a person in particular or rifling through some of the notes, and that's where we're going to take a little break.
Okay.
We'll come back and we'll talk about that.
Woo!
An excellent little questioning of Allie there, and some threads to follow there. Some new pieces.
Did Allie live up
tasty.
to your expectations?
She was fabulous.
Do we love Allie?
Oh, I love Allie.
I didn't ask specifically about like what her nails looked like how was her hair done around the crown, but yeah, she was
pretty good.
Was she fierce?
She was pretty fierce,
Did
but
that
she was
seem
like
really-
casual fierce because she like
Did that
Not
seem very
trying.
slay
Yeah.
of her? Like, was she slaying?
she
when-
slayed you.
Okay.
Stick around, more to come, and Nosh and Soda, of course, at the end. But we got plenty more before that. So we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. See you guys on the other.
All right.
She was
Sorry, the
giving-
Be Right Back video is the same as it was last week.
This week, we learn on Notch and Soda about how all of us really desperately wanted jobs on procedurals and didn't get them. So instead, we're living out our dreams through these characters with massive character flaws. And also, the moon is just a wizard.
Welcome back, everybody, to Chapter 4 of Bloody Be the Turnips. An excellent in-depth conversation with Allie Galloway. We learned a little bit about vultures. We learned a little bit about some of the other people in town. To talk about a few subjects. We're gonna dive right back into where we were. Anything before we?
Yes, I did find it. Toast of Valgrid and Niceberg also did a bit. Pat Draws gave out 5 community subs. Thank you so much. Battle Pantaloons resubscribed. Your Periwinkle friend 100 bits. Inventory full resubscribed. Why did you just switch to a different thing?
I don't know.
You sons of bitch.
I thought that was gonna be you.
Toast of Valgrid did 100 bits. Lowbreast Guy did 30 bits. Shazam resubscribed. Thank you. Goose Moose resubscribed. And then only Josh and McDonough always gave away a community sub. Thank you guys very, very much.
Notch and Soda after the show. Come ask questions. If you give us a sub. If you have a sub, come.
Please come solve it for us.
Yeah, come and tell us who did it.
Please.
We're close.
Hack Matt's shit. Hackins, just hack him.
I hope so. I hope I
His
didn't
last
ramble
is
for
his
10
social
minutes
security number.
For nothing.
And I'm just like way off the path, just like, what the fuck is he talking about?
You guys start to head back in the main direction of town. And again, you can split off, but you ask a couple of people on the way, and you find your way to the inn, which is very centrally located. So even if you're going elsewhere, you can kind of meet here right before you split. It's the only inn in Humbor, in this sort of proper town itself, and it's a couple of blocks west from the town square. It's decently sized, 3 stories. It's tall, but it's also sort of simple. It's not sort of grand, very simple in its overall design. It's not flashy or embellished like some of the places you've seen in Vallo Caldera that are trying to attract a certain quality of clientele. It looks quiet here at the moment. Only a couple of windows that are flickering with lantern light within. And the lobby is very sort of a dull murmur of conversation. It looks like there's a thin elven woman, maybe in her 40s, behind the desk there. But you guys are still outside, sort of planning your next steps here, figuring out who's going where. So you all kind of stop here, you take a look around,
I'll cast Enhance ability on Karakinos.
knowing that he's going to be sort of delving into some of the correspondence.
I suppose the real question is, what is our plan tomorrow morning, and do we need to get some rest sooner rather than later?
I would say it's getting too late to start calling upon more people to talk to, but I guess if we wanted to visit the sites of where the victims were slain, if we wanted to do things up that alley, then I could foresee that being a possibility, or getting to rest early.
I think if you were going to try and find anybody you would be interested in talking to, I think you would go to the bars at this point. I think you would look for people who are leaving the bars, perhaps.
I do have a tentative game of craps waiting for me at Jeb's. I don't know if that holds, but I'll try.
I think they were just being polite from what I saw.
I don't think they were trying to be polite because they're not polite at all in any way, shape, or form. But maybe.
I was curious if Callie actually attends that bar. Naturally, it seems, based on your descriptions, an odd place for a girl of her sort of character.
Perhaps yes, perhaps no. It's a place for locals. She's a local.
is it worth, we're only here for 6 more days, but is it worth trying to get to know people over the next couple days so that we are imbibed into the community? I don't know if
I'm sorry, what is the suggestion here? That we go to the bar?
that, yes, we spend time with the people trying to get a sense of camaraderie. Is that something that we're even worth chasing?
I do not foresee myself developing a sense of camaraderie at these bars.
Well, you fake those kinds of things so that you get more information
I
later.
think the issue is the cat's out of the bag. There are going to be probably more people than not that are going to clock us already.
We do have an opportunity being at the inn to ask a few questions about Sasha Sutton before we turn in for the night. I'm assuming her employers, well, I don't know actually. Maybe she's here, maybe she's not, but that's one thing we could do on our way to our rooms. But to your question, what do we do tomorrow? I'm happy to stay in town. If we still wanted to look at the reservoir, I'm happy to do a nice morning hike.
About how long? They said the reservoir is a couple miles or a couple hours?
A couple of hours.
A couple of hours. All right, so it's going to be a chunk of the day.
Yeah,
if we
it would
do
be a
that.
little chunk of the day.
If we ever are going to do the reservoir, then I believe sooner rather than later. As the case is coming to a close, I wouldn't want to go further away.
Well, if we set aside, say, 6 hours tomorrow, we could take a trip to the reservoir, come back and still have time to talk to people.
I mean, we would be able to find, what's his name? The one who had a farmland, the breeder guy. We could talk to him personally.
That's fair. We would be passing his farm on the way up.
Corbin.
Yeah. Another benefit, maybe.
I think a bit of a chat to learn more about Sasha Sutton, and then an early morning up to the reservoir, and then pursuing conversations when we get back. Sounds like a good plan.
To what you were saying about the bars and the cat being out of the bag, about us being here, is that such a bad thing? From what I understand, this area, while maybe we are outsiders, we're generally regarded respectfully as OEI. As long as we're not being like, oh, I'm not OEI, tell me all your secrets, and just trying to be a person, then maybe there's something to it. I don't know.
Being a person.
I don't disagree, Agent.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Although your experience at the bar, what I remember you saying, they didn't seem super welcoming.
No.
If anything, you might not have announced yourself, but I may have taken an extra step and lied about who I was and why I was here.
I see.
So I might, in fact, be out of the running now for speaking to people because they know me as a liar.
Maybe they'll have a good laugh about it, yeah?
Yeah, maybe.
All right, well then maybe we go inquire about Sasha's schedule and what she ran here and see what we can dig up there.
Ask a couple of late night questions. Yeah, I've got a few.
And if you wanted to check out where she was found, I could come with you.
She's not in a cornfield. I'm always down for a midnight cornfield jaunt.
Midnight gobble?
Well, Agent Barrett, I can't help but notice twice now it's happened where you've downplayed me in the middle of questioning someone. When the lumens came up, you acted as if I was a fool.
If anything, I was playing off of what she had already brought up, and I thought that maybe it could get me on her side. No offense to you.
All right, if that is the play, maybe we can strategize on that further out in the open.
Fair.
I did inquire earlier today, and you have yet to take me up on explaining what you got up there in that noggin of yours.
I'm always happy to explain. As part of the reason I brought up the moon earlier, everyone knows that.
Please finish that sentence.
I mean, not everyone knows, but prior to the QUA, I believe that the moon is more of a fixture through high-level magic at this point. It was much smaller back in the day, and now they can control the amount of light that gets shed upon certain times of the month. There's always high-level wizards back on Valo Caldera that operate the moon. You haven't heard of this?
New plan. Let's get a room and talk all about this for the rest of the night.
All right.
Maybe I should have boosted his intelligence and not yours.
Oh my heavens. I'm just saying it's worth looking into.
Sorry, as somebody who generally avoids the public and public opinions and public papers and all of that. What exactly?
Public restrooms.
Public restrooms. What exactly, Agent,
Yes.
is your deal? What are all these?
And
What are
I
all
thought
these?
the people here were not polite, and it is my own crew.
Do we wanna question the in-person and then just
I'm
grab a
much more
drink at the
invested
inn
at the moment.
and chat about this over the bar at the inn? Seems like
Let's
it could
do
be a
our
fun topic
jobs,
of
and then we'll
discussion.
see how long that takes,
I
and maybe
suppose,
we get
'cause
some
I
sleep.
did already cast my spell, so time. The clock is ticking, and
It's probably more important.
Nigel's already read.
I'm
10 times
uncomfortable.
over.
I'm very uncomfortable.
You want a back rub?
I'm more uncomfortable.
I'll take one. I'll take one.
All right.
All right, will you lead the way, Anders?
okay, please.
Let's go in and let's see what we can do to
Head
get set up.
inside the inn there. Were you still looking to check around?
No. I was gonna piggyback if we did go from here to her death spot to then use that to look around.
Great. You guys head on to the inn again. The sort of woman behind the counter, older elven woman with gray streaks kind of in her hair. Hello. Can I get you a room?
We might already have accommodations. We're with the IMP unit at the OEI.
Oh, I'm happy to get you a room.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Call
Sorry,
it.
no,
they didn't call it.
The
All right,
OEI
well.
should have been they should have made accommodations for us on our behalf.
Oh, they didn't. do
OEI
that.
policy.
Oh, with a new division, maybe
Well, we'll.
things fell through the cracks. We'll send a message back. What
That's
kind of
all right.
rooms do you have open?
We have several.
All right.
Well, we'll need 6 rooms for one person each.
We can do that. Yes, of course.
Thank you so much.
Nowhere to go but up, baby.
All of them on the second floor. That's okay.
Yeah,
Yes, fine.
that's fine.
Evan sort of takes the coin, hands you the keys.
Do you have a receipt?
Yes, of course. Jots down like a little sort of unofficial.
Reimbursement.
Yes.
Smart.
Do you run the inn here?
I do, yes.
You mind?
Nyla, nice to meet you.
Nyla, nice to meet you. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of quick questions about
Your room?
Yeah,
Yeah.
graver business, unfortunately, but
Yes. No, I mean, I don't mind. I'm very sad.
yes, our understanding was she was a janitor here?
Yes, she worked here for
How long did she work for you?
a couple of years.
And can we get a physical description? We actually didn't get much about.
Yes. Yeah, you guys didn't get like a sort of general. She's human, 26-ish, mid-20s. Sort of slightly on the shorter side with short blonde hair.
And when did you last see Miss Sutton?
I don't remember the exact day. It was
Her last day of work, I suppose. When was she last in?
a couple of days before she was found. Again, I'm
Okay.
not exactly sure what day that was.
That's all right, but it was a couple of days before.
Yes.
And did she typically work here every day, or was she some days on,
No.
some days off?
A couple of days a week. We don't
Okay.
need someone cleaning up every single day. Unless
She's-
it's very busy.
Was she the only janitor here at the inn? Or
No,
were there
we have
more?
2 others who come by various times. Whoever's available.
And do you know who it was who reported her missing and/or who found her?
I'm not sure. They were reported to Foley, I believe.
And it wasn't you who reported
No,
her on,
no,
yeah.
it wasn't.
Had she missed any shifts?
No.
But you're saying she hadn't worked in at least maybe prior to 48 hours of her disappearance, but yet was found nearby, the nearby river.
Nearby river to a home.
Oh, to her home.
Yes, it wasn't found right around here.
Right.
Around the hotel.
Right. Okay.
So how many days a week did she typically work?
3, 4.
4.
Depended on how busy the inn.
Not a rigid schedule.
No, I would call upon her if I needed an extra pair of hands. If there was a lot of people in town who had a room.
Did she have typical working hours? Was there a certain time at which she would usually leave?
I don't know, the morning after she was done.
Can we, we're gonna have to ask for just the specific info, her last day of work, whenever she clocked out that day.
I'm sorry, whenever she what?
Left that day. Whenever she, I'm assuming she didn't have, or did she have just free roam to come in and do her work? She didn't have to check in with anyone as she came in or left?
Well, I would see her when she arrived and say hello and tell her which rooms need to be cleaned up.
Would you then see her when she departed?
Usually, yes.
So do you have a recollection her last day of work? Around
Yes, a couple of days before she disappeared. Maybe I'm confused.
What time around that day did she leave?
The morning.
She left in the morning.
Yes, she had cleaned up some rooms from the nights prior, and then
I
she
see.
sent her on her way.
So was it it was an overnight shift that she had? Or
Yes, she works evenings sometimes, yes, into the morning.
I see.
Are you aware if she had any other jobs within town that she would bounce from this job to another?
She might have, but I didn't discuss that with her. We were friendly, but we weren't friends.
Right.
Were you particularly busy or particularly not busy in the days before the fundraiser, around the time she disappeared?
There were some people in town. We get a lot of visitors in Humber. We have very good timber here in Humber, and we get a lot of people coming to discuss trades. So we had a number of visitors, yes.
Do you keep very thorough records of the people who stay in that time, or do you not?
I take a name if they've rented a room, yes.
Do you have a lot for carriages for folks who are traveling in?
I don't arrange that. That would be done through another service.
If someone is driving their own carriage in, where might they leave it?
We have a stable, but that's very rare that that's utilized for that purpose. We mostly individual horses, not whole carriages.
Sorry, you said that you bring her on when things are busy, but she wasn't on at a time that it sounds like you were actually quite busy.
Well, busy, I call on her, or if one of the others isn't available, or I try to spread it around. I try not to give all the work to one person.
How would you notify her that she was booked for a certain stretch of days?
I would go see her. I would go find her. Her house is not far from here.
And you didn't have any carriages that you knew of in your stable
No, not at that time, no.
around recently?
When you would head to her place, would you pass where she was later found on the way there, or was that on the other side of?
It's right next to her property.
It's right
you
next
could see it from her property, but I didn't pass over it.
Okay.
In the days leading up to the last days that you saw her, did you notice any oddities about her behavior? Did she, perhaps when you called on her, she was not available for a few days, and then she was?
Or did her job a bit more sloppy than normal? Or
No, not at all. Nothing struck me as unusual.
Does that seem true?
You mean it's?
Oh. 26.
Nice.
Oh, yay!
The light
Oh, wait.
It does. And a little bit of stress picked up, and again, nothing like, again, we're not giving a direct lie, but
Yeah.
she seems a little stressed out by the questioning.
I was gonna, a quick follow-up. Did her demeanor sort of change a lot between when we were just booking our room and when we started an interrogation?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
she
It
felt a
seems
little
like it.
back-footed, like suddenly she felt like she was sort of being, yeah.
Okay, cool.
How many floors are there to the inn?
There's three.
There's three.
There's a basement for storage, but
And she didn't have just a. It sounds like she would clean kind of anywhere that was needed. She didn't have any sort of schedule or routine. It was just everything. Yeah. Okay.
would you say that her body language, like that's readable to us as well? Of little.
I mean, she has a little nervous energy, sure. Yeah, not as in depth as.
I'm gonna head up to my room, just to get some stuff squared away. Your inn is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, fantastic. I can't
Stay
wait.
as long as you like.
Thank you. I'm sure we'll see you soon. Thank you. Have a nice night.
Yes.
I'll be upstairs and maybe I'll come back down if I don't see you in the meantime.
Yes, I think I'll do the same.
Enjoy. Let me know if you need anything.
Yes, thank you for accommodating us on
Yes,
such
please,
short
of course, yes.
I know you said Sasha and you weren't friends. Do you know of who Sasha's friends were?
Better question for someone else, I think. I mean, I'd see her with people sometimes in the street, but not people that wasn't in my circle of friends.
Was she, did she strike you as a normal girl?
I suppose, as normal as any. In what way?
Personality, was she particularly angry, dour,
No,
did her work, kept to herself?
I would call her studious.
Studious. All right. Was she studying for anything in particular?
I don't know. I just mean she was very sort of
Fastidious.
quiet, reserved, and did her work and didn't complain. And
Did she have family in town? Or
I don't know.
did anybody ever come and just pick her up, like after she was done working?
I'd see her leave sometimes, and there might be a friend waiting outside to grab a drink or something.
Not like the same person over and over or anything.
If it was, I didn't notice. I didn't seem to be the same person.
Was there a celebration of life? A funeral?
I'm sorry. When or what?
Or was there anything to mark her death by her
Oh.
loved ones?
Yes. I mean, they buried her in the cemetery.
Did people gather there?
A few people did. Yes.
Were you there?
No, I wasn't. Again, I didn't want to impose. I
That's
didn't
absolutely
feel like I was very close.
One more question. Do you have a record of the final job that you gave her? Do you have a specific record of what she was asked to do on that last day?
No, I don't.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Sorry to
no,
come in
no,
and bombard you with questions, but we really appreciate your
No, I
time.
mean, if you, I don't think they found who did it. So I'd like Callie's family. Not Callie. I'd like her family to have some peace.
Of course. Well, then I think we'll be on our way.
Is there, Matt, like a place in the lobby to like sit?
Yeah, there's some seating near the door. Sure.
Okay.
Was that a Matt name slip, or is that
The Cali thing?
the Callie slip? Was
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go and like sit in like a little area that maybe I can just kind of keep an eye on her for a minute.
I'll follow you.
Okay.
You have permission?
Of course I have a permission.
Yeah.
okay. I'm coming with you guys too.
Oh, okay. Little duck.
I'm gonna go. I guess I'm gonna go up to my room.
I thought that Luca was gonna chat with us. Did you see how expertly he evaded?
He said he was gonna talk to us. He's gonna spill the beans,
He probably needs to.
prepare a presentation, get his
Right.
notes in
Pull
order.
his head out of his ass.
And check his ruffles or something. I don't.
How bad is it? Again, as somebody who really didn't follow any of it, how bad is it?
You heard him yourself.
I heard him say
He
that there
doesn't
was a
think that
wizard
the
on the
moon
He
is
said
real.
that the moon is bigger.
That wizard
now.
came from the moon.
The wizard came from the moon?
That wizard came from the moon.
They're doing magic on the moon.
Can we get back?
But that's not even lumens related.
Can we?
I'm sure it's related. That's why we have to talk to him.
How
We'll
do
never
we-
know.
Little back up.
All right.
Callie's family.
Sorry?
Is that the right?
Nope, Sasha.
Sasha's-
You just did what our innkeeper just did. She said Callie when she meant Sasha.
That's even worse than I realized.
It's the lumens.
I did the same brain fart. Did I do it? She said Callie's family.
Yes.
What the fuck?
We didn't mention Callie once, so the name shouldn't have been on her mind.
No, it should not have been.
That's why I'm sitting here. To keep an eye.
We all do like a. We all do like a. I don't have a hat on.
That's a TC reflex.
No shoes, no hat,
No shoes, no
no
hat.
service.
It's like shine a horn.
Yeah.
Just thought that was interesting.
It is.
Oh, how I wish I could still do some things. But
you-
another day.
Did you shoot your last shot, as it were? Magically speaking.
What do you need, Agent? What do you need to be able to do?
Oh, a good night's rest.
No. Sorry. What is preventing you from doing what you need to do at this moment?
Oh, I was just going to do a little fiddle diddle.
I think you could join Luca upstairs.
I was gonna do a fiddle diddle into the brain, you know.
Oh, I see.
Unable to at the moment.
And what? Why? I don't possess this ability. You need to be able to make noise. You need to be able to gesture. What's the
Don't get
problem?
too quiet there.
You need to be able to make noise, gesture. What's the problem?
Why can't I do it?
Yes.
I can't anymore for the day. I'm done. What? I'm confused.
You're good.
You're not listening to me. I can't do it.
You can only, like, the weave is no longer within you, or, like, you can't do it subtly. Are you out of spell slots?
Yes! Wait, how do we say that in the call? I don't know how to respond to that.
I couldn't tell if you were out
character.
of ways to do it subtly, or if you were
No.
out of ways, period.
I have no more spell slots.
Okay,
I'm
that's
sorry,
fine. No,
Bete.
you're fine. No, I'm just curious.
sorry.
I
You don't have a
tried to
higher
help you.
level spell slot open?
No.
Okay.
How many?
Use
How many?
all your
How many?
To
how
send.
many- How many sorcery points do you have left?
How many? Oh, you're right, because I could fiddle diddle with my points. I think that it only takes me 2 sorcery points to restore a second level spell slot. That sounds right.
What was it? I think it's in there. What was it?
I think it's a point per level, but I can't remember.
Bonus action. Sorcery. 3 sorcery points for a second level spell
Okay.
slot, and I have 3. But then I couldn't do it subtly.
So how does silence work? Because I have
God.
silence, but if she can't, like, manifest the sound,
If it has verbal components.
you can't cast in it.
What?
You can't cast in it if it has verbal components, right?
You could silence around her.
Yeah, but then it goes like,
Yeah.
Just can't hear for
Okay.
a while.
I feel like
okay.
we're leaving out one option here. Is that I go
Use your attitude.
and use my attitude. And demand to know why
Demand.
she spoke of Callie.
Well,
Maybe not
She does
demand.
have the keys to our beds, so not too much.
That is her job.
I mean, either you demand physically, or I demand in a fiddly diddly way. So
I don't want to explore
into the
that.
brain.
Or
It sounds like it wouldn't take much to
pressure.
pressure. I would happily guide you if I could touch you.
We're not that far away from each
No,
other.
I know. I'm asking for permission to touch you.
You've got permission.
Okay. Don't
Anytime.
make it weird. If you want to.
Well, I guess what's my angle?
Yeah. What's your strong suit? What are you good at?
You have any buttons left on that top?
I don't like buttons. It's a series of sashes and knots.
What do you want? For guidance.
Find them two fiddles. Anyway, I don't know. My instinct is that she's already on the back foot, and I could pretend that we haven't spoken to Callie yet, but we meant to.
Yeah, that's good. Say like, why did you? I heard you say another name.
You could ask who's Callie.
Yeah, you could just be that direct, I guess.
Also, if it doesn't work, I'll do my thing anyway.
All right.
What do you want? What do you? Are you gonna do it? Intimidation, persuasion? What do you want?
Oh, probably. I'd like to persuade her to speak with me.
All right.
To be honest with me.
Guidance.
Wait, what does that mean? Is that any?
You get a
charisma?
D4 to your to your persuasion.
1d4
Just
for
to
your
my
persuasion.
persuasion.
For one check.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gave the big
like-
guns to that guy.
It's like 1 minute.
For 1 minute, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I better make it quick then.
Guidance.
Got 60 seconds to get the work.
You know, in speaking to a handful of people around town already, I know that tensions were and still are high.
Yes, more so before, but yes.
And people are obviously distraught for themselves, distraught for their friends, their families.
The number of deaths, yes.
Who's Callie? You spoke a name.
did.
Who is she to you?
Yes, see, there's the confusion because Callie is a friend of mine, and Callie came here to speak with me after she spoke with you. So I know you know who Callie is. So you asking me who Callie is makes me think that you
spoke
being
with her
deceitful.
today.
Yes, she came here after she spoke with you all.
What did she want to know?
She wanted to know nothing. She wanted to tell me that she was ambushed and with questions, and just that there were more people back in town.
Ambushed? That makes me sad.
I'm sorry to hear that.
We are here to help.
Oh, good.
Was Callie close with Sasha?
No, not to my knowledge. Like I said, Callie was a friend, but Sasha was not in a circle of friends.
And Callie wanted you to know that we were here.
Well, she just came and she was a little nervous, distraught.
Does she usually come to you when she's distraught?
Sometimes, if we're friends.
That's all she had to say, was that she was distraught.
That she was nervous and that people were back in town and bringing it up again, and that made her nervous.
And how did you comfort her?
I told her that she had nothing to be nervous about.
Do you have something to be nervous about?
I don't think so.
How come you to be friends with Callie? Old family friends?
No, we both lived in Humble for a long time.
Sasha lived in Humble a long time. You didn't seem to be friends with her.
I'm not friends with everyone that I live in town with. I'm sure that's the same for you.
True enough. If you see Callie again, please let her know that we are here to help.
All right.
Did you hear any of that?
Yeah, could we?
No,
Okay.
You could see him talking to her, but
Were they friends because of furniture?
I didn't bring up furniture.
But she didn't bring up furniture either?
No, she did not.
Well, she hasn't kicked us out of the inn, so I would imagine that went okay.
She said that Callie came here after we spoke with her. Well, I didn't speak with her, but after some of us spoke with her. And how nervous she was that this was all getting brought up again.
She didn't seem terribly nervous when we were speaking with her.
I know. Oh, really?
No, she seemed a bit forlorn. She was helpful with her responses. I know that Agent Anders went back and asked a question after we had already left.
Well,
So I don't know her attitude at the very end.
there is something bubbling under the surface with Callie, it would seem.
And they're friends.
Yeah.
So, another reason why I'm suspicious as to why Callie is drinking at Jeb's and not at her friend's establishment.
Are there other people here right now at this time of night, like drinking and hanging?
there's a little lounge off to the side. Yes, there's only a small handful of people in there, 4 or 5 people. But
Again, it's not incriminating, just kind of interesting.
Maybe she... Yes. I mean, if we're going full lean on Callie, yes, recruiting, it's making sure she knows the attitude and temperature of the town.
Callie is either hiding something or knows that she messed up in some way and doesn't know what that way is.
Maybe.
That's fair. Yeah,
She's not on that zone list.
she is not. All right.
Fun task for tomorrow.
I think we start by getting more information to put toward her. We
Yes.
start with Buckley and see if she's the one who was drinking at the tavern and got the carriage.
Yeah.
All right. Well done.
and meanwhile, Upstairs, Agent Karakinos goes to work rifling through the letters, sort of seeing what he can find. Go ahead and read it if you'd like.
Oh,
Okay.
It's not sort of it's not actual letters, so you're welcome to read it either in character or not. But
Is it smut?
I wish.
Just a little bit of smut.
You browse through a collection of letters sent to Deshi from various acquaintances, most notably those sent from other veterans of her former regiment, the 11th Garrison. It's not a complete collection. There are references to other letters that aren't present here, and it seems Deshi only bothered to hold on to writings that held some sentimental or practical value to her. For example, there are letters encouraging Deshi on her bid for a council seat and offering advice, such as one suggestion to tell some war stories that emphasize her leadership and passion without getting too graphic in regards to violence. Another batch of letters is from a friend, and there are some drawings that look like they were made by a child. A few of the drawings are labeled Aunt Deshi, though from context clues in the letters, it seems she isn't actually their biological aunt, just a close friend to their mother or father. Only a small number of letters are dated, but from the topics discussed within, it seems the most recent letters, relative to the date of her disappearance, are from Vada Davila and Dylan McClure. It appears that both of these people were planning on attending the fundraiser at Ali's estate. Within these letters from Vada and Dylan, there are some brief mentions of being excited to establish new trade opportunities, but most of the focus is on their desire to support her ambitious aqueduct project. The last category of letters that Deshi felt like holding on to are some partial retellings of various events that took place in service of the 11th Garrison. Funny moments during their downtime at the fort, close calls getting ambushed by goblin scouts, pranks they pulled on superior officers, etc. There are also some references to events that don't go into detail, presumably because both the writer and recipient already know the story well, such as our ninja monkey escapades, the haunting of Highcliff, and Floody Buddies. In the margins...
Inside joke.
you shut your mouth.
In the margins of these reminiscing letters, Deshi has made notes to herself that some of these stories might be worth sharing with the citizens of Humbor, to give them a better sense of the kind of woman they'd be voting for.
Okay.
One in adult diapers. Other than some passages from older letters empathizing with Deshi's feelings of restlessness when she was still working on the timber claim, there isn't much in the way of complaints, and you find no obvious red flags, such as threats, mentions of money owed, or requests for help.
Can we go back real quick? Ninja monkey.
Ninja monkey escapades. The haunting of Highcliff.
We gotta get to that cliff.
And Floody Buddies.
Oh, I got that one.
Floody is in like flood in my apartment. Floody.
Yes.
FLOODY.
Yeah. And it's like hyphenated. Yeah. As is Ninja Monkey.
Ninja monkey escapade.
Yeah. A couple of dashes in here, so this might be AI.
So they have ninjas, but not female.
I wish.
Don't you even joke.
Yeah.
Haunting of what?
Haunting of Highcliff.
Highcliff.
We gotta find
And
we gotta find that
Highcliff is all one word. Also.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
So it's not just a high
It's not
cliff.
just a high cliff.
So where are some high cliffs around here?
Yeah. Look at the highest cliff rap.
I can throw myself off it.
Yeah.
I mean, anything else sort of in the downtime? Was there anything anyone else wanted to accomplish?
I guess if I look through, in the very off chance, does any of the handwriting in any of these letters look remotely similar to what we had on the letter that was dropped off at Buckley's?
No. I mean, only in like some of them seem like they have decent penmanship, but like in terms of like, ooh, this really looks like that. No, none.
Would it be possible? The letters from a friend. Is there a name on there, or
Which part?
the one that specifically is saying like that was paired with like the drawings like from a child with the Aunt Deshi?
No, it seems like she mainly saved the drawings. Like a lot of them are only partial correspondence because she didn't save the whole letter. She just saved sentimental portions. Anything else? Rysynthian, was there something?
First thing he does is ritually cast and spend the next 10 minutes, detect poison and disease. Make sure his room is clean.
Seems clean.
And then I think like during like the end of the ritual, his mind just thinks about downstairs and just leaving his companions and like that he lets slip, like the thing about the moon, and then he, is there a mirror in the room? Would you say?
No, not another mirror. No,
Mirror?
sorry. No, go ahead.
He just finishes it. All right, it's clean. Sees a mirror, and then just does like the head shake, and then I think he'll leave and head back downstairs to see if people are there. But
What's the time? As I'm going up the stairs, would I have seen them go into their rooms, or
If you
would I
all
know
kinda
which
went-
rooms?
Sure, yeah, you're
I was
all on
a
the
little
second
bit later
floor.
than them.
Yeah, just by a little bit, but you saw them head into their rooms.
I
or
wouldn't-
heard
I
at
wouldn't
least.
know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna knock on Nigel's door.
Yes?
Can I
Hello?
come in?
Yes, absolutely.
You decent?
Always. I'm never Yeah.
I was just wondering if you found anything interesting in there.
Well, nothing that seems like it would be incriminating in any fashion. There's a lot here that I think speaks to her life, her as a person. She does seem to be close to a lot of people. There's a lot of warmth in the letters from the people in the garrison. She clearly was close to some family. There's a child that calls her Aunt Deshi. Nothing that seems... Nothing that, jumps out as a problem. But this does seem like somebody who very much treasured the relationships that they made in the military and wasn't exactly happy on the timber claim. There's a couple notices in there there's a couple passages in there that definitely refer to her being restless when she was out of service.
You described yourself as not much of a people person, Nigel, but I think you're doing a lot of people person work looking over those letters. You're not so bad.
I don't know how to handle people when they are emotional. I think that is the main problem, but if I break it down into motivations, these are observable facts about her.
She was warm. She had connections. I haven't been getting that impression from a lot of people we've been talking to.
It really just seems like when it comes to the garrison, I think you're right. I think it does not seem like her and her husband really had a lot in common.
Someone who maybe got very isolated in the 4 to 5 years after leaving. Then why did she leave? I don't know. Something doesn't sit right to me there.
She saved several letters that were people encouraging her to run for office and giving her advice on how to win the election, so it does seem like it really did matter to her. It doesn't seem like something she was just doing. It seemed like this was very meaningful. It was very purposeful, so I don't know why. The only thing I can think... Clearly this mattered to her, this position. If she was going to disappear, if it was that she is getting out of here on her own, it is because something would be forcing her to. That's the only thing I can think. Now, I have no idea what it would be.
Well, heads up that the woman downstairs is a weird one.
What do you mean? Well, we did sort of just surround her and then start
Yeah,
asking questions.
she's a little weirder than that, though, so just, keep an eye on her, and I'm probably gonna get cleaned up a little bit and then see what the rest of the group's up to.
Yeah, it's not quite time to go to sleep yet. I just don't know what else to do at the moment.
And meanwhile, you guys down in the lobby, sort of figuring out your next moves. Give me perception checks, all.
Yeah.
Guidance?
No. You didn't know it was coming.
It was worth that.
I'm gonna use my freaking inspiration.
There you go.
Go for it.
13.
17.
17.
Oh, 15.
Just while you guys are taking steps toward the staircase leading up to the second floor, maybe thinking about, even if not going to bed, thinking about sort of setting some stuff down or regrouping with others. As you guys are walking by the door, Bete's sort of the third one in the line of 3, and something just catches your eye outside as you're just walking toward the staircase. and there's like a very small commotion in the street, like a little ways, like maybe 50, 60 feet away.
Mass.
And it's two people. There's a sort of human man in his 30s who has on him, he has like a tabard and a small skull cap. He seems like maybe militia, like local militia, like definitely not outfitted as like a, full military service, but like a local militia, sort of younger man. And he's sort of dragging by the collar, not dragging on the ground, but like pulling by the collar, a dwarven man in his kind of 50s.
Okay.
And the man looks drunk, the dwarven man looks drunk, and he has a kind of big beard. And as the man's kind of pulling, he's like, come on, enough! And he pulls him down one of the streets. He sort of disappears.
Okay.
Out of sight.
Agent Barrett. I believe you were curious about a vagrant.
Oh, very.
I believe we may have just seen him get hauled up to the station. Is that in the direction of Foley?
No, it's not. But that's
We may want to
the
go observe.
official. There might also be a separate
Okay.
role thing for Mulchy.
It's possible, let's not interfere, but it's possible some OEI oversight would be helpful.
I'm sorry, what?
Somebody's dragging the vagrant. I don't know where.
Okay.
And I would imagine it's the vagrant. I'm assuming a lot. You're right.
Right.
You're right. I should correct myself. Somebody's getting dragged.
They're not gonna hand him over to us.
No, I'm saying we should maybe just go politely observe. Again, not our
Alright.
problem,
Yeah,
but...
let me. And then you see Barrett start to like get a little like snaky, and
Who's going after him?
I'll go down the
Calling
stairs.
all age. We're investigating a disturbance just outside of the inn. If anybody wants to come downstairs, we'll be following behind them.
Right behind you.
You said that in my ear!
With the 3 words.
Yeah, you use up the 3 words? Oh, sorry.
On my way.
The woman who's like at the desk, like.
I'm gonna cut him off at the pass.
The 3 of you give me stealth checks, or are you just going for it? Do you want to sort of keep a little distance?
I do want to be
and-
stealthy.
Okay.
But like
Lord.
using, if I got a layout of with the buildings that we were going
streets a little
into,
bit.
and like that I can kind of duck in between.
Give me stealth checks for the 3 of you.
I'm not...
Not gonna go?
No, I'm going, but I'm not trying to be stealthy. I'm giving a big berth.
Okay,
like,
letting them go
Yeah, 'cause
well.
I'm
ahead
in
of you.
full
Okay,
play,
sure.
like, I'm
That's okay.
not.
Yeah.
I'm a sight.
Dirty 20.
Wow.
Ugh, bollocks.
Oh, natural 20! Hey! I haven't rolled above an 11.
You
so
willed yourself
Wow.
into it.
Let's go.
Leo's like, I don't want to miss that.
I take a few steps, I look back, and you're like right underneath my back foot. I'm like,
You guys watch them weave through the streets a little bit, and they pass by, a couple of people coming and going the other way. A couple of people kind of sort of give them a little berth there. It's, come on, enough. And he pulls him. You watch him go down another street, and then he puts his kind of pike down against a wall there, and he opens up a small kind of building. It's definitely not the command post where Foley was. There looks like a little militia detention center. It's very small, no frills, kind of boxy stone structure that might have a couple cells inside that if someone committed a crime or had a disturbance that wasn't worthy of like really reporting. So he sort of, come on, sort of pushes him inside, and then you can hear from a distance, in addition to the door kind of closing, you can hear like a sound of like an iron gate.
all right. I want to kind of try to get a circle of the building without, obviously, if there's guards posted up, not being noticed, and like.
You didn't see any other guards besides
Oh,
him.
okay.
At least,
All right.
at least you didn't get a look inside yet, but yeah.
I want to see if there's like any small barred windows that would maybe line up with one of the cells that he got put into.
There are. There's barred
Okay.
windows around the
There
outside.
are?
Yep.
All right, great. I don't need the check.
No, you can see them.
That's awesome.
There's lantern light along the. It's not like super dark here because it's relatively in the center of town. So you're with the Leyo at the
yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if we just wait and do a little, see if the guard leaves, and then maybe we could talk to him through the window.
Okay.
Any other suggestions? You think?
I wasn't sure why we were being so sneaky, but I saw you being sneaky, so I decided to be sneaky too.
Well, always best to just get a lay of the land before everybody's on your package.
If you don't want to wait, I could do a little illusion and make the guard maybe walk towards something in the distance.
We'll see if he posts up or if not.
Okay.
Just wait there for a minute. So pivoting for a moment, you guys like Bete is kind of walking slowly and keeping an eye. You can see them off in the distance, but catching up to you is anybody who came to join Bete after she...
I'm sorry, disturbance.
Yes, I think I'm gonna take a small leap and say we just saw the vagrant get dragged away by local law.
All right.
Agents Barrett and Leyo are already
On the gate.
they're already following up, trying not to step on any toes, any local toes.
Might
Perhaps.
be prudent if we hold back.
Yeah,
then.
I'd say
Sure.
not call all 6 of us to one place.
Where you guys are standing, you can like see in the distance where it looks like sort of Leyo and Barrett at least kind of like camped out, or where maybe you saw him go, at least before they arrived, you saw him pull the guy into that building, the little stone structure.
Are there other people in the street who were like watching or anything?
There were, you weren't there when it was kind of happening, but
Yeah.
Bete saw this, like people definitely were like, whoa, like, and then moved along. Like they didn't seem to be concerned about it. Yeah, just sort of a drunken disturbance. Yeah.
Just figured to invite you if you wanted to join.
Yeah, well, that's very kind of you.
You're welcome.
Pivot around to the other side. Sorry, was there something? Oh, we'll pivot around to the other side. You wait a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, a few moments. He doesn't come back out.
Okay.
The militiaman that you saw. So I didn't go in there.
All right. Shit. Yeah, how do we get him out of there so that I can talk to Belgrim without being disturbed?
I can create a little sound across, something else, another drunken disorderliness.
I think we need to, like, actually draw him away with, like, a mission of some kind, not just a sound.
Could we also not just ask to speak to him?
Yeah, I guess.
Are you bored, Agent Barrett?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
We could throw a rock in the other direction and see if he walks out.
Again, with these locals, I feel like they're not... Well, this is pretty official.
From a distance, the rest is like, wow, they're cooking up something good. I can tell.
Yeah, it seems like a really intense, high stakes.
All right. Yeah, let's flash some silver and... I mean this, not money.
Well, I had a fun time sneaking over here with you.
All right. Yeah, let's see. Is the front door open?
It's like a little bit ajar. Yep,
Okay.
it's not closed off.
Yep.
There. Open it up, and inside you can see the human man in his 30s. He has sat down at a little kind of desk in the corner, and he looks like he had just taken out a deck of cards and started like dealing to himself like a solo game of cards there. And he kind of looks up as you enter. You also get a better look at the other person. Before he was kind of being dragged through kind of slightly dim light. But in here, where there's a couple lanterns lit, you can see there's a scruffy dwarf. He's kind of got tattered rags on. He's hunched over on a cot in one of the cells there. And it looks like there's maybe some tiny chunks of regurgitation on the sort of lower chin of the beard there. And despite looking poorly, and you catch a whiff of him when you come in here smelling even a little worse than poorly, there is something a little formidable about him. Like, it looks like the body of someone who used to be quite strong and now is sort of like aged a little bit and not sort of kept up some self-control and self-discipline. But he has kind of a formidable sort of thick torso and sort of upper body there. Can I help you?
Evening. We are members of the newly minted IMP division of the OEI.
Oh, okay.
Would this fellow you have happen to be a Belgrim?
Yeah, that's fucking Belgrim.
Did you find him yourself, or did somebody call you out?
Somebody called me.
Where was he this time?
He was over outside of Jab's.
Where does he even get the drinks at this point?
I think he tries to grab them, don't you? Don't you, Belgram? Takes them off of the tables that are outside of Jab's.
Would you mind if we had a few minutes with him? Ask him a few questions.
Have at it.
Privately?
Yeah, I'm not really supposed to leave the jailhouse on my shift.
How about just out front? You don't have to go far.
Give me a persuasion check.
I don't still have that. No way. Persuasion. 18.
Alright, I'm gonna be right outside. Don't, as much as you may want to, trust me, we all have the thought every now and then. Don't hit him.
You have our word.
I'll hold back.
Nothing more about the fucking 11th, huh? And he... And you guys from the outside see the militiaman kind of come out and...
Oh, excellent. They've cast a spell on him to leave the building. They're geniuses.
They've actually done it.
Brilliant.
He's kind of in the corner there with a cot, and he's like picking some...
Can you press to digitate on a person? Like
Like
if I want to clean
the...
All of a sudden his lips go missing.
You can create a harmless sensory effect, light or snuff, clean or soil an object. Womp womp.
Yeah, not so much.
Gross.
Anything that like affects a creature usually has to be specific about
I
that.
shouldn't want to look at his puke on his face.
So it was more for
was-
you
it
than
was
for
not-
me.
Hey, Belgrim.
Well, you bloody won't. Don't like talking to no one when I'm sober. Don't like talking to no one when I'm drunk. So unless you're here to open this cage and kick me out, be on with you.
Did you take any hits tonight?
No.
You don't have to be embarrassed.
I ain't embarrassed.
I was just gonna offer to fix you up.
I don't want you fixing. The last detective was a wanker, and so too with a lot of you.
Yeah, Gold Pike wasn't able to figure any fucking thing out, was he? We're different.
No, you ain't.
How do you know that?
Because you're all the same. And this one must be 10 years old. Look at him.
Yeah, he's young. That's all right. We'll teach him a few things before we set him back out into the world.
Go and do it somewhere else. Just let me sleep.
Listen,
Bummer, because I really wanted to talk some shit up about the 11th. They're fucking everywhere.
The 11th, yeah.
They're in the government, they have their own bar.
Yeah, go on. Ask Pedro about the 11th. Ask him how he really feels, and then when he tells you the truth of things, you spit on him. You
listen.
throw bottles at him, tell him he's out of his goddamn mind. He doesn't know a goddamn thing about service and bravery and so forth.
You
Go
might,
on, ask him about the 11th.
you might be the only person we could possibly talk to in this.
Well, you can't talk to me.
I haven't heard one truthful thing about the 11th since I got here, and I'm ready to fucking hear some truth.
Yeah, I bet you are. What's the 11th to you?
A massive, incredible blind spot in the eyes of every detective and law enforcement officer in the area.
A violent, inside, rotten band of hoodlums out for themselves and no one else.
You don't know the half of it.
Tell me.
Give me persuasion checks, both of you.
Come on. Let's go,
God,
guys.
Fucking inspiration.
Okay. 23.
3.
Look at this guy. Acting like he knows me. Yeah, you look like a man who served. You look like a man that served poorly. Get the fuck out of here.
You heard them.
I'm gonna turn to you and I'm gonna I'll back out.
Military types. You can't trust them.
I am military types. And you can trust some of them. You can trust the ones that live and die beside you. 4th Highlands Cavalry. Till I die.
4th Highlands?
You need me to spell it out for you?
No.
Is there? Oh God! Can I get him some like waters or anything like that? Like, no. Shit.
It's a temporary lock of it. People aren't
Yeah.
meant to be in here for like a long
Yeah.
time. Like they're meant to sleep it off overnight.
Do I have any like food or like? Do you think can I give him like a ration or something like that?
Yeah, or you have a water skin. You just
Yeah.
have to
Oh,
let
yeah.
him drink from your water
Oh,
skin.
that's
baby.
fine. I can clean it.
Oh, I thought you
It's not
meant
a
like
big
it's fine. I'm not gonna do that.
No. Yeah, I'll pass him my water.
Fucking water.
Apologies. That's all I got.
What's the 11th to you?
We don't trust anyone in this town to talk to us and tell us what they could possibly be up to. I mean, the mayor goes missing and she is heavily involved.
I
That's
didn't kill her.
Oh, we don't think that you did. We didn't come here for that. We came here because we think you're the only one who'll tell us the truth. They've got their hands in everything, don't they?
I'll put it to you. What no one else wants to talk about, I'll put it to you.
Yeah.
Why is it you think that so many veterans of the 11th go on to live such notable lives? Politicians and so forth.
Dirty institutional money?
It ain't just that. I give you a hint. It's not because they're so well respected.
They stealing?
They wouldn't call it that.
Who are they taking from?
They put a little nice something aside long before they retire. I'm not talking about stipends, no pensions. I'm talking about looting. Anybody who's ever served 4th Highlands Cavalry till I die. Anybody who's ever served know that sometimes after a raid or a siege, you might take a little something, a little trophy you wore. But items of value are supposed to be turned over to collections and they're sold to contribute to the communal funds of the men and women you serve alongside.
Yes.
And there are those who take for themselves and they say, fuck the rest.
That's just not fair. What happened to the 4th Highlands Cavalry?
Nothing happened. They're still out there. Except I had the misfortune of serving alongside the 11th for a mission or two. And you tell the superiors, you tell them, but they know because they're doing it. Officers look the other way. They look the other way and they fill their pockets. And then when they make rank someday, they return the favor to theirs.
Did they punish you for speaking out and calling them out on that bullshit?
I had an early retirement. I threw that water on the ground, now I want it.
I don't think I can do anything for Avery.
My head hurts.
Can I message Cade? Wait, do I have to be able to see him? I think. Or
Uh,
not
if-
message,
if
sorry.
you- If you know where they are, you can. Oh.
Telepathic speech. I see within 30 feet of yourself. Can I look back?
It was too small in there for me to like tuck myself by the door.
It's really small, yeah. You can cast the spell through solid objects if you're familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. So yes.
Oh, great, cool. Can I just ask
on
him
the other
to?
side of the door.
Can I ask him to bring me his water?
Oh my god. I'm just gonna open the door and like stick my hand in.
I'll grab it.
From the waiter. Early retirement forced in any way?
Call it what you like. But I've seen it happen, not just rumor. I don't spread rumors about my fellows, 4th Highlands Cavalry, till I die.
And no one in the 4th Highlands Cavalry would ever do something like that, so ignoble.
I don't know. I don't think so. Not around me.
When you were serving alongside the 11th, was...
Many questions.
You know Deshi. Was she there? Mayor? Council person? Fuck. Why do I think it's something? The council person?
Yeah, but I didn't know her so well. I didn't know her.
She was there, though.
I guess. I mean, we served at the same time. She must have been there for some of it.
When you were working with the cavalry, forever and ever, did you ever come up against vultures?
Yeah. Scum they are. If you think the 11th's selling out their fellow men and women, well, the vultures are worse, because they do it in your face and they don't even try to hide it.
Would they ever show their face in town here?
If they did, they'd have to make it. They'd have to make sure nobody knew who, because they'd kill him. The 11th, they'd kill him if they knew. But that's the problem. They're not like goblins. I mean, they look like you and me.
Is there absolutely anyone in this town who can be trusted? Any officials, anyone in the government, anyone at all? Not tied up with the 11th?
I don't know. Every time I speak ill of the 11th, I get a new bump on the back of my head.
Hopefully we can help with that. How long have you been out, sir? Of the cavalry?
I need to sleep.
Would you mind tossing me back those water skins?
He takes his foot and he slides them across the floor there.
Thank you. And I'll pass him like some food. I don't know, whatever I have on me, like.
Really have some dry rations.
Yeah, some dry rations.
He doesn't take them right away.
I'll just slide him under. Okay, and then I'll head out.
As you start to head to the door, you just go to give one glance and he takes one.
Be well.
Is he close enough to the bars that you could reach him and touch him?
He was not. He was like leaning up against a cot against the back wall, so one could get close enough, but she was not close enough to physically touch him. Sound comes back. You done in there?
Yeah. Thank you.
Good night.
I'm sorry, I tried to help.
I'll press the digitate clean the
Oh my
is
God.
one just so it doesn't look like it was on the floor and shit.
You guys can see Leyo come back out and the militia guard go back in as well.
Head back to the yeah.
Reconvene out there in the street.
Well,
Leyo made a very good impression where I could not.
finally!
All
Gosh!
right.
Just been waiting for someone to trust me. Nice old drunken man.
Just all it takes is one vagrant. Yeah, and then the day gets better from there, you know?
Dominoes will fall.
Well, if what he said was true, that's pretty bad.
Well,
What?
Well,
Yeah.
Are there people around?
Like here and there, it's not like busy, but like the occasional person you can talk quietly.
Wanna go back in and get a table, or?
No, out here is fine.
The man was a former military man himself, served in the 4th Highlands Cavalry till the day I die. And he served alongside the 11th. Was very critical of what he observed of them looting pretty much constantly. How else do they end up with such massive wealth when they leave, is what he desired to point out. And he says that every time he speaks of it, he gets hit, he gets tossed back in jail.
And
Early retirement he had out of the military.
This would be Mr. Belgren,
Yes.
who was mentioned at Alias.
It's the one.
All right.
Notably very itchy beard, however, it was also covered in puke, so I don't know how much we'd want to look into that.
Like the stagecoach driver.
Yes.
Right.
He was in prison on the night of the fundraiser, so
Yeah.
did he mention if this looting would... Did they choose people that maybe didn't need to be weeded out of the goblin camps, but they chose those targets because of the loot?
I
As if they
didn't.
were motivated by wealth?
I didn't specify that, but it did seem like this was something that runs very deep and is very systemic. Everybody does it. They encourage the people below them to do it. When they leave, it just continues on and on.
Well, Deshi's home is pretty modest.
I mean, compared to Aliastra's, doesn't seem like Deshi left with very much money at all.
Unless they're a little bit better at hiding it. Maybe that's another reason to be on the front lines.
Maybe she left because she didn't want to partake in that as much as the others did.
It's possible.
she
Could
didn't
be that she
seem.
felt it was wrong, and that's why she didn't want a position of leadership. Because it seems that the people in positions of leadership were sloughing off the top as well.
Well, she still seems to be on very good terms with the people that she served with, who many of them were doing very financially well for themselves and were able to donate significant amounts to the aqueducts.
It could be that those folks merely invested the money that they had well.
Revenge for the looting, then? Deshi and
Took something very important. Maybe,
something
that
very
didn't know.
important for somebody who was willing to spend the energy to.
I don't know. I'm not sure how it would connect because, again, it does not seem like Dashi was a particular. Why not Ali? Why not?
Well, maybe Deshi was the one that took this thing that didn't seem precious to her, but it was actually some super precious to whom they took it from, or something.
Or is there a possibility that she was staying on friendly terms with everyone in the 11th, but was actually leaving in order to prove this kind of systemic
I
injustice?
think there's a lot of different directions this could go.
I'd be interested to hear about how often Deshi was actually drinking at that pub. Maybe if she wasn't seen there very much, maybe there might be some insight on her
The
relationship.
veterans.
Yeah, if that's not a place you want it to be, but everyone in the 11th seems to want to be. I don't know.
Well, it seems like this town only takes care of their military up to a point. If this fellow was also serving at one point.
Well, he wasn't in the 11th, so I don't know that he...
If you talk bad
Well,
enough about the 11th for long enough, it doesn't matter if you served or not.
I think that's the thing. I think it is that he spoke ill of military, so it did not really matter if he had served himself.
A little sensitive.
He doesn't speak ill of the military. Only the 11th.
Fifth
speaks-
Highland.
Fourth.
Fourth
Highlands Cavalry.
How
To the
dare
day.
you.
I was
Should be
thinking
thrown
of
in
the
jail.
next generation.
Yeah.
He
Fourth
speaks very highly of the military. So we're thinking she either made a mistake and looted something that a couple years later they decided this is
I mean,
her
that's just
time to
you-
try
one
and get
road.
it
If
back,
you're
or-
if they were looting after, you would assume the people they were looting were dead. There would not be anybody there to come avenge them, to chase her down so long after the fact.
She could have just killed one person, left the rest.
We
You
know
know,
that
they
she
said
went
they
in
killed
for
targets.
we know that she went in for solo high-value targets.
I think this is just a good perspective we keep in our heads as we continue. I'm not sure that this is ready for theory crafting quite yet,
I agree.
but it's interesting.
Well done, Agent Leyo.
Well done,
Well
Agent
done.
Delay.
I mean,
Getting that
unfortunately,
information.
I don't think there's anybody else we could compare notes with. But if we see someone,
Maybe.
Nobody will be corroborating that, no.
No, unfortunately.
If we head to the reservoir, I don't know if the Fourth Highland is.
Has
more
anyone
reputable.
here been looted by the 11?
That's not what I was getting at. But
I didn't say that.
That didn't happen. I do feel,
That
though,
didn't
that I eventually would quite like to either be inside of or be listening inside of that 11th bar.
Well, you said you have the capacity to do it. It's just how much we want to push a boundary, right?
Certainly. Or how much I trust my skills to disappear.
Well, just for a first date, we keep finding new information pretty quick. So if we continue at this rate, maybe we don't have to do that. And if not, maybe tomorrow night we slip into some gray areas.
Ah, fantastic.
Getting pretty late at this point. Starting to find their ways home.
Do we retire for the night?
I think the only place that we could actually go that would potentially turn anything up would be a bar, and I'm not sure we want to hit any of those. I'm down to sleep.
Yeah, the moon looks pretty bright and large.
So what do you think, what would be the
that was a
purpose of
joke,
doing
by the
this?
way, earlier. That was a joke, by the way.
I'm just
That
curious.
didn't happen, is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
that was a joke.
Yeah.
I am just curious what they would be trying to accomplish by making the moon seem bigger.
It was a joke. I just wanted to see if you guys would believe me.
Does that seem true?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No, you decide.
Do we have to roll? I don't know.
No.
Oh, okay. It seems like he's embarrassed.
You guys are having this talk as you kind of head back to the inn there, and travel accommodations again are always expensive to the OAI. I mean, it's hard to complain even when the rooms aren't particularly comfortable, but you're pleasantly surprised by what Humbor has to offer here. They're not spacious, but they have all the necessities. The mattresses are good quality, and that's good because there's nothing worse than a restless sleep when you're trying to digest a lot of new information that comes with a fresh case. You guys find your way to your separate rooms, start to think about what you might want to accomplish tomorrow, and that is where we're going to end tonight's stream. Very nicely done. Wow.
Okay.
We're getting
What the
somewhere.
fuck is going on? We gotta send that nice man up with like some shelter. We need to get him.
I just
we need
wanted
get
to touch
situated.
him.
Yeah.
I was gonna touch him.
Oh, got
I
it.
think I wanted to touch him?
No.
Good night.
But that is not the end of the fun tonight.
No.
We've got some Notch and Soda coming straight at you afterwards for anyone who is subbing, and unless you want to enjoy the whatever it is, 2-minute free version. Don't you get like 2 minutes for free on a?
On Patreon, you get like a 90-second cut. maybe.
Oh no, I mean
Yeah,
on
like a
Twitch.
preview?
If you
Oh,
try
on
to
Twitch.
tune into
Oh,
a
yeah,
subscriber's
it's longer
yeah.
than that. I feel like it's like 4 minutes or something.
Wow.
We're not gonna talk about anything
Right
good
when
for
it's
the whole
3,
first 4
like
minutes.
50, we'll be like, and then. Stick around, please. Hang out, ask questions. We're gonna chat a little bit, have a little bite to eat, have a little drink. So we're gonna take a quick little break. Again, I think you'll be able to see but not hear us.
See but not hear us. I put together, there's a bunch of clips that never made it to recaps in the last couple episodes. So there's like a whole montage of cool stuff that I thought would be interesting at some point, one or another.
Nice.
So we'll play some of that and then we'll sign off. We'll go back live and tell you to refresh your Twitch stream. If you're watching later, don't worry about it. Just click on the next video.
Is it a separate video?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't you know how YouTube works, Matthew?
No. I don't.
Toast of Algrid at 50 bits, Patras at 30, Nicer Cross 20, Set of a Quest 60, Norse Herald 1, and then Norse Herald 100 bitties. Thank you very, very much.
All right, we'll be right back to chat. We'll have a little drinky, chatty sesh.
Yeah, join us in the Disky too. Throw your
around, yeah.
theories. Here we go.